fish, the whole nine. It's going to be a great show with a couple of great folks, and we're really looking forward to talking to you. Going to be a fun one this morning. Lots of reports and lots of information coming your way. You stay tuned. You're listening to Southern California's Sport Fishing Voice. This is Let's Talk Hookup on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
Take a closer look at the Ford F-150. You'll see hard work, a great adventure, and so much more. Inside and out, it's designed for the family, the road trip, and the most demanding job. The 2025 Ford F-150, whether it's gas, hybrid, or the all-electric Lightning, find the truck that will meet your needs. From California's best-selling truck brand, the 2025 Super Duty, the rugged Ford Ranger, and the versatile Ford Maverick, it's time to see Ford in a new light. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealer today to see the great selection across the full truck lineup.
If you're into saltwater fishing, Saturday, November 1st, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. We don't hold back on this one. Spectacular savings on a huge assortment of saltwater tackle. Over 20 tackle manufacturers reps teaching and showing the latest product. Join our free casting contest and show your surface iron casting skill. Amazing seminars by some of top names in the business. A huge raffle benefiting Rollo's kids. It's our biggest sale of the year. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing. Unbelievable pricing on tackle, clothing, accessories, and more. Saturday, November 1st.
Inside information is everything when it comes to catching fish in Southern California. You need a code group to connect with what's happening on the water. FishDope.com is your code group. Inside information available at your fingertips 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. FishDope.com really does help you catch more fish and burn less fuel. FishDope.com is the only fish finding service with a spotter plane, along with a crew of top anglers on the water almost every day that report actual locations and catches. They become your code group. You get daily catch reports from Point Conception to San Quintin, 365 days a year. FishDope.com has online planning tools, temperature and chlorophyll charts, hot bite icons, and more. Take it from me, if you don't have FishDope.com, you're not part of the in-the-know crowd. Membership is affordable and good for an entire year. Plus, use the special code and save $30 on a new FishDope.com membership. Check it out today. FishDope.com. Catch more fish, burn less fuel.
All right. Good morning. Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. And stoked to have these people in studio, man.
No doubt about it. We were talking during the break about fishing, and like just in the 2 minutes of first commercial break, I was so fired up to get to go up there. What a year you guys have had. This was, Jamie, you're saying this is going to go down in the history books as one of the best bites that we have seen Santa Barbara fishing, and everything you guys are doing. First off, good morning, and how fun this is going to be for the next couple hours talking fishing with you too.
Good morning, guys. We're stoked to be here.
I love talking fishing.
Right? I can tell that very much. Well, first time having both Jason and Jamie on the show this morning. We're really excited to have you guys, and it's going to take most of the 2 hours just to cover all of the hats that these two wear between fishing, boats, landing, all of the things, keeping us fishing and keeping us on the water. And so before we say anything else, a huge thanks to both of you guys for everything you do. Yeah. And we're really pumped to have you and hang out and talk fishing for the next couple hours.
Thanks. We're stoked to do what we do to be able to keep everybody going.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you do. And speaking of everything going, give us a little rundown. New to Let's Talk Hookup, but sure not, or to me and you guys being on Let's Talk Hookup, but not to Len. And give us a little rundown of what you guys do fishing wise and where you do it at and the boats. And there's a lot of really cool stuff to cover. And you guys have had one heck of a year doing it.
Why don't you kick it off? I'll follow.
Okay. So we have the Stardust and the Coral Sea out of Santa Barbara Landing. We've had the boats since the Stardust since mid to late 90s, and the Coral Sea, we got that from Franker City back in 2015 and established a pretty great run pretty quickly with that boat out of Santa Barbara.
Beautiful boat, very comfortable.
Yep. And then we were really blessed in 2021 to be able to take over ownership of the landing. It used to be Sea Landing. It's now Santa Barbara Landing. And I know there's folks that will never stop calling it Sea Landing, and that's okay.
It's all right. I still call it Sea Landing. Yeah.
But so that it's been an adventure. It wasn't something we had planned on, and we had so many what ifs, and someday it'd be so cool if we could do this or do that, and we're getting to do that now. And not just as far as like bringing in a really robust tackle shop to the harbor, which was really needed, but also our ability to give back. and feedback into our community and use the resources we have to help folks and to support folks. And we're really excited to be able to do programs like Fish for Life. And
we can be a hub for charity events and stuff, which we've always wanted to do. And now we can just do it whenever we don't need permission.
It's your call.
It's
to
our
We're going to
call
hit it
to
hard
make.
sometimes on that stuff. Yeah, it's cool.
That's
So,
really cool.
Yeah.
And the landing, again, like you say, lot of history, but your heart and soul is into this, and nothing makes something run like passion, and that's something that clearly the both of you share for that area and the fishing and what you get to do.
I feel like I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
Every day. It's really cool.
How awesome is that,
Yeah.
right?
It is awesome. I wake up fired up, and our kids are involved in it. My wife's involved. I mean, it is really something.
And I know, Jason. I mean, that part of the coastline is really untouched,
Some of the
but
most
except
fish-rich
for
there is.
your landing. Like
I call it God's country.
It really is.
It is. It's God's. We get to fish in God's country.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Yeah.
And I mean, from the sea bass fishing, the halibut fishing, and near and dear to my heart, the calico bass fishing.
That calico
It's-
bass fishing can be very good sometimes.
Yeah.
And we hit those calicos when we have weather days. We'll fish the coast. And if we're not getting rockfish on the coast, like up north, the Gavio coast, if it's a little poopy up there, we'll just fish down there and we'll catch calicos and stuff. They're not as popular up there as they used to be for some reason. I don't know why. I think it's just because our rockfish, sea bass, halibut fishing
Is incredible.
Is incredible. It's not like that. You have to work at it a little bit. You got to go back and forth to the bait tank. You got to make a lot of cash. You got to do this, and that. Some people just, wow. I mean, that's a lot of work. But once they catch you, they start getting into it.
Well, I also
they're
think
like, hey, I kind of like these things now. Yeah,
Right.
you got to like reintroduce them.
There's I think it's kind of like a different type of fisherman too. We've really gained a following of folks that know that they're going home with a lot of fish to put in the fridge and the freezer.
Quality.
They're grocery shopping.
It's a harvest.
Ultimately, they're harvesting. They're hunting. And it's a little like we get those charters that really want to do that fun shallow water plastics fishing and like get really niche with it, and they're into all the intricacies. But the majority of our open party folks, they're looking to put food on the table, and we're there to help them.
Yeah, and it's one of the most fish-rich environments to get to do so too. I mean, like you said,
it is a lot of fish sometimes. We'll do these 2-day trips sometimes.
Okay.
Our private charters where we'll do a 2-day trip on the Coral Sea. Man, it is a lot of fish, man. It's like you just went down the Baja and spent a week down there. It's amazing to see how much fish you come home with sometimes.
So, Jason, when you're talking to 2-day and you're talking to Channel Islands, I assume.
Yeah, Channel Islands, yeah.
So, like those islands for somebody out of Ventura Oxnard is, I mean, you know the mileage. I don't, but it's a pretty far run.
That northern island chain we're very close to.
Which is straight out in front of you.
Yes.
Which is basically a 2.5 to 3 hour drive away.
And it's a completely different running direction than it is from the south or
You're right.
east.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Like a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes not.
Right.
On the conditions, depends on
Sometimes
the
not.
conditions.
Right.
But it's a straight shot out from Santa Barbara out to Rosa for us. We fish that on a 3/4 day trip. We leave at 7.
That's so
Like,
We
wrap
leave
your
at
mind
7,
around that.
So
and
cool.
we
We
get back
generally
around
leave at
5 or
7
6.
and get back about 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
And the lingcod fishing,
right.
rock
Dude,
fishing,
that
shallow.
lingcod bite this year was next level. I've never seen him bite for so long. So many for so long. I mean, it wasn't just a 1 month, 2 month stint. It was like the whole season. We had epic lingcod fishing. But it's so funny that white sea bass and halibut fishing kind of I don't know, kind of blocked that a little bit when it was so good. But I mean, my gosh, we just caught lingcod the whole season.
Isn't
Tons
that
of them.
crazy?
Big ones too. It was really cool.
And
Yeah.
like how big? Like when you're like average fish.
Well, the average fish was between 5 and 10 pounds.
Okay.
And then there are bigger ones, 12,
That's
15
so
pounders,
cool.
stuff like that. Yeah. Some 20 pounders, stuff like that. Yeah.
Beautiful grade.
Yeah.
And we were talking, like you said, it was tough because it got overshadowed because of how good that sea bass and
bite
halibut
was next. That was real good. That was like real good. That also had a lot of legs on it. It lasted a long time until August almost.
Unbelievable.
And I
No,
think,
that is unbelievable. Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, everybody in here, correct me. Isn't that where the whole fluke thing?
That's where the whole thing started.
Yeah.
Dude, who knew?
Yeah.
Who knew, right? Corey, who knew flukes would
Rule of the day. I mean,
Those things
those
cost just as
suckers.
much as squid or more.
Well, you're asking the guy that knows.
And
but-
let me tell you, well, yeah,
just-
I'm talking to the plastic man pretty much here. But yeah, I mean, I'm telling you.
No, I mean, from my heart, I know that stuff works, but it's convincing and educating. They're educated now.
Yeah.
Like
What's
it's
really
a complete,
What's
it's
really
a schoolroom that is completely educated.
What's really cool is like Rolf and Sal, you know,
Yeah.
Rolf has started, he put some spinning rods on
Wait,
the
you're
boat.
mentioning two captains.
Yeah.
Rafa,
And
like
Sal.
legendary, like so quiet. Like there's probably people who have never heard his name. There's people that have definitely heard of Rafa.
Yeah.
And Sal.
Rolf and Sal.
They've been with you for a long time.
Sal's been with me for 22 years. Rolf has been with me
awesome.
since he was a child. Most of my crew
Both
has
of
been
them.
with me for many, many years.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have many new people. They've been with me for a long time.
But I
And
know,
my guys are amazing. They're the nicest guys in the
That's
whole
awesome.
world.
and
They're
they
the
carry
sweetest guys
legendary,
ever.
like
They're awesome.
Santa Barbara legendary status.
Hey,
But I got to tell you,
guess what they do on their day off?
I know they
no
go
shock.
fishing.
They're
Yeah,
down
no-
here with you guys.
Yeah.
If they're not
They
up
go
with us, they're
fishing,
down here
yeah.
with you.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, you
That's
know.
awesome.
No, it's awesome. But Ralph has started. He bought some fitting rods, put some fitting rods about for people, tied some flukes on them, right, and just started handing rods to people. And then Sal started doing the same thing too, so people could use flukes because they kind of work better than squid, even, you know. And people, I mean, that's a pretty cool deal, man.
That's awesome.
People were having a lot of fun doing that, catching fish on flukes.
And how fun for you guys too to just day after day after day get to participate in that level of fishing, and just how excited it makes everybody. And I mean, that's still a fish, even with the amazing fishing that you guys have on them. Like, there will never be a time when catching a legal sea bass or halibut just isn't a big deal. It always is. And
It's always
to
gonna
get
be a
to
big deal.
provide that for so many people for so long.
And the halibut fishing too was also extremely good.
Awesome.
My gosh, we were on a 2-day trip. We had like 81 halibut one trip.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, 81.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
81
and-
halibut.
yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, most of those halibut came on flukes.
Yeah, it's
Come
cool.
on.
I ain't lying.
So you mentioned that. Is that island fish? Coastal?
That was island fish.
Because I know
So
coastal
fun.
fishing
That-
could be really good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was island fishing.
It was island
Yeah, it was
fish.
island
Cool.
fishing. Yeah.
Crazy.
To be able to get folks who they call us, they're like, man, I have never been able to catch white sea bass
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah.
Like, are you sure? And we're like, well, I mean, I can never guarantee
Yeah.
anything.
This last
Like,
season
you could
was
be
a
the
good
only
bucket
guy
list.
that still doesn't catch a fish. But
Get your butt
they,
up here.
they were get up here. This is the chance. Like, if you were
Yeah.
that guy that just couldn't for the life of you, this was your
Knock
chance to
that thing
do
off
it.
the list.
Well,
Yeah.
this last season was a bucket list season.
Yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to catch a halibut, a white sea bass, or a lingcod, a lot of people, you know, their bucket list is a lingcod.
Yeah.
I want a legal lingcod. I've got 1,000 shorts in my phone. I want a legal one.
Yeah.
They'll go up there and get a legal one. You're like, oh my gosh, I've been years before.
Right.
I've been fishing for years. I've always wanted to catch one.
What currently? I mean, is it sea bass halibut thing still like
No,
rolling? It's backed off.
it's backed off. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
What
supposed to be backed off.
What about with the deeper water? With the restrictions now, we have to go deeper.
So
Right.
so seaward of 50 fathoms.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we're fishing 800 feet every day. We could
No,
be
we're-
350. We
Sure.
could be
We're fishing like 300,
300 to 350.
Mhm.
400.
Yeah.
feet.
400.
No, 425 is a good number, and inside that.
Now you
Right in
guys.
there. And occasionally we'll go a little deeper. We just don't tell you how deep it is. You don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Best
Let them
thing.
go.
Yeah.
Just let them
Turn
go.
the handle
guys.
for another 2 minutes
Yeah.
and it's up. Yeah.
I was on a spot. I was like 700 feet deep one day. I just said, "Hey, let them go, guys." And we caught all these big Mexican rockfish and groupers and reds and all this other stuff. You know, it seems to be where a little. No, the fish are just heavier. That's going to take you a little while to get them up. That's all.
That's what I was so curious to ask is, you know, down here, when we're fishing in that, you know, the greater depth that we're in
Sure.
right now, we see bigger rockfish and we see things we don't see all the time. And it's so exciting. But you guys live in the land of big rockfish where that fish is also available in the shallow. It does it, you know, and that was going to be my question. Do you see, you know, bigger grade of fish when you're fishing deeper that you don't normally fish all the time? Or do you see more exotic or fun? But, you know, you just live in an area where it's so good
Yeah.
from the depth all the way up into the beach. And I
Right.
was just really curious how the little bit deeper has changed or.
Well, the little deeper is just. I mean, I guess there are a lot of nice fish out deep too, but
Sure.
but there's a lot of nice fish up shallow.
Yeah.
Like super shallow.
It's like super shallow, like
See, when
like
you're,
in the teens and I mean 30, 40 feet of water sometimes.
and you're talking like how
when we're fishing the dark spots at Rosa for like sea bass and stuff when they're coming out of the kelp, we're catching all these big Johnnies and stuff on plastics and little jigs and stuff all
Right.
day long.
How fun.
Sometimes, yeah,
Nice cabazon.
sheep heads, all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff. Those big
And
Johnny-
the reds come
those-
up shallow too.
Yeah, those big Johnny bass are kind of badass.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Well, it's something-
I love. They're this big. I mean, they're
Like-
awesome. They,
Like
yeah.
3 pounds.
No, I'm talking 4 or 5 pounds.
Come on.
Up to
Seriously.
6, 7 pounds.
Wow.
Up to
Yeah.
6 or 7 pounds. Yeah.
And it's so crazy because people don't realize.
Go
I
look
mean,
at the pictures. You'll see some of that stuff.
you're still kind of a part of Southern California. You're at the northern end of Southern
We're on
California.
the northern.
I mean,
end
I
of
hate to
Southern
put you into the
California.
category, right?
Hey, we're
Right.
south of Conception. We're
I didn't mean to
south.
offend you.
I'm
right?
not ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
Yeah, you better
But-
be careful. That could be throwing shade.
Exactly. But when we fish down here, you do a circle on the, with the daily double or the fisherman 3.
Right.
Well, which you
Which I
You
grew up on. Which I grew up on, cut my teeth on.
so when you do that circle along the kelp and you throw the chovy and the calico start flipping and flopping
The Johnny bass will do that.
up there.
Yeah.
And what other kind of? I mean, do you get calicos like that
Blue
too?
rock. Oh yeah, you get calicos up in there. Generally, up that far the island are not as many calicos.
Yeah.
They're
Starting to get to
down
the northern.
further.
northern
Yeah,
range.
that water just doesn't stay stable enough for those things. Yeah, but
But
all
Johnny bass,
all that
and-
other stuff kind of takes over. I mean, there's whitefish coming all around, swim, big giant ones. Those 4 to 8 pound whitefish and stuff that are
Right.
just extraordinary. I mean, most people look at a whitefish and go, "What is that?" That's a whitefish. Oh, it's impossible. No, that's a whitefish.
And they fight
It's
and
this
pull, and
big,
it's so
you know.
fun.
It's
They put on a
totally.
good show.
Oh, it's so cool to use a 1/2 ounce, 1/4 ounce barrel sinker with a little strip of squid on it and just annihilate those big suckers
That's
on
so
your
fun.
bass gear. Yeah, unlike your 12 and 15 pound. Yeah,
Dude, you're so infectious, Jason.
It's so
you have me
fun.
all
Makes you
fired
want to
up.
go. Makes you want to go right now.
it's fun. You know.
Speaking of this great fishing, Jamie, one of the other hats that you wear is on the fisheries side of things, and I know it's something that you are hugely involved in, and you just became a part of yet another. And give us a little kind of shot into the background of some of the fisheries things that you and your family participate in.
So when Jason and I got married, he had been a longtime member of the board of directors for SAC, for the Sport Fishing Association, and I started tagging along to meetings with him, and I'd start talking up some ideas every once in a while of, why don't you try this or why don't you try that? And Ken Frankie came into leadership, and he brought in some great team members to help support the office, and I started talking with them a little more and wanting to get more involved with the management side, recognizing like I may not be on the water every day, but I see what's going on.
Yeah.
And I had some ideas, and we started talking, we started getting to some stuff, and I started getting more involved in the fishery management side of things, both on the state side and the federal side. And so I'm now one of the vice presidents. There's 3 vice presidents for SAC. I'm the northernmost vice president for SAC. And then I was just appointed to the Pacific Fishery Management Council that
Wow.
oversees all the federal fisheries for the West Coast of the United States.
Wow.
A very big deal.
Now let's
Yeah.
face
A
it.
very
let's
big
face
deal.
it.
Yeah.
Big sweaty fishermen with a chip on their shoulder used to represent us, and we did a fine job, but these women, do a way better job than us. Yeah, they look better, speak better. I mean, it's the whole. They're all. It's a better.
I gotta say,
they do a better job.
I have a great team. Ken's put together a great team. So it's Ken Frankie for SAC. We have Merritt McRae as our science advisor, who's amazing.
Who is
He's
a
been
G.
in the industry for forever.
Merritt McRae's a G, man. He's amazing.
And then myself for up north, Donna Kales is kind of our mid. So LA Orange County, LA. And then we got Franker City down here for San Diego and kind of handling things in San Diego
Also
and
a
Mexico.
G. Yeah.
And Donna and I will frequently be at those meetings together. Even before I was appointed, we'd go to those meetings together, whether it's the Fish and Game Commission or the Pacific Council, and strategize with Merritt and work together to try and figure stuff out. We've been in a tough position. I'm just going to say it for rockfish, for groundfish for a while now, since COVID, pretty much. It's been tough. There was some rough stock assessments that came out, and we've been working really hard with, you may have been on boats where there's sampling going on, not CDFW sampling, but you'll see the crew tagging fish and measuring fish. And that's a collaborative scientific collection program that SAC helped create to fill these data gaps that were what contributed to these really awful stock assessment results we had.
Some of those really harsh things were just lack of science and They just throw that term around, best available, and when
Yeah.
best available is nothing.
But then that
In the absence of anything else,
Yeah.
that's what you got. That's best available. And
And then
so
that
we said,
knee-jerk reaction comes in and messes everything
Yeah.
up.
So we
rather than
said,
maybe
well,
we need to reassess.
we're going to give you
know.
something else to consider.
Yeah.
It's almost the fear of the unknown, right? Like
Yeah.
they put the label of unknown,
You know,
but
it'd
it
be really
creates
cool
a fear.
if we could just take all those people out fishing for a little bit and show them
Yeah.
how great it is.
But
It's
I think
this is the good old days for fishing.
But
Fishing's
Jason, I think
good.
that's what Jamie's explaining
Yeah.
is they
Right.
That's
they
what we're
are
doing.
taking them out fishing by creating that data and by
Yep.
putting it down
Right.
on paper. It's
we're
actual.
putting it in the way that it can actually get introduced into this management process. And it's not a perfect process. It is far from it. But there are a lot of folks right now, specifically, that are on the council, that are part of the council process, that recognize the what's lacking
Yeah.
and are trying to make it better as quickly as we can, but do it the right way instead of just Band-Aid after Band-Aid.
Well, just knowing that the representation is coming from someone who clearly has passion for this, like you, who's so involved in the fishing that we are a part of, and landings and boats, it makes you feel so good.
But also just remember, fishing's good. This ocean is alive. It's amazing. Don't let them tell you.
Yeah.
Whoever them might be, that
Right.
it sucks, that it's messed up out here. It is so far from messed up.
Well-
It's actually the best. I've never seen so many whales, dolphins, all the stuff everywhere. It's amazing. Fishing's good.
and you
it's
you
good.
live.
I live fishing.
But you live and fish the Channel Islands where it's really the biodiversity with
Yeah.
the whales and the mammal
It's the whale show on the way out is a huge part of our
Yeah,
trip. I mean, it is
yeah.
amazing. All the
Right.
fins flipping around, breaching. I mean, it's a daily occurrence.
alongside the fishing.
And the 35,000 dolphins you see as you travel across the channel,
Isn't that
too,
crazy?
right? Yeah, it's amazing.
Something
Yeah.
that I'm sure you guys almost can't help but take for granted because you see it so often.
That never
but
gets
you,
old.
never gets
That
old.
doesn't get
Awesome.
old. Yeah. I remember Cy and myself were talking about this just doesn't get old. He's like, yeah, you're right. It doesn't get old.
So going back with stuff, Cy, a mutual friend of ours,
Right.
Cy Fukui, who
Safakui, yep.
was a part of this industry and grew up under Buzz Brizendine and running the boat there on the Prowler and
Remember all that.
and
Yeah.
and now is a part of the Santa Barbara crew and
Yeah.
lives up there.
He was our inaugural captain for the Coral
He
Sea.
was in our wedding.
Yeah. He was
Isn't that
a
incredible?
groomsman in
Like,
our wedding.
Pretty
Yeah.
stinking cool, huh?
And I bring that up because there's probably a lot of listeners that can
Of
relate
course.
and remember
That's
Cy.
right. I'm
Yeah.
sure there's a bunch of them. Yeah.
Jason, you know what's incredible? We have an entire 2 hours to talk and
to hit
talk
this hard, yeah.
what we used to know as Sea Landing, but now is Santa Barbara Landing, and having Jason Diamond and Jamie Diamond and the hat you wear with Pacific Marine Fisheries. Correct
Pacific
me.
Fishery Management Council.
There it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
thank you.
Yeah.
You probably have to correct me a few more
That's
times, and I
okay.
appreciate it, Jamie. But being on the show today, join us, please, on the fan, 833-288-0973, or you can send us a text via the app, and that's only done through the app. It says right there, text the show.
It's clearly going to be a
Yeah.
busy morning for Jeff. There's literally one phone line still open. We haven't given
Oh
the
my
phone
goodness.
numbers yet. There's only one left. So
And-
it's going
and
to be a busy morning.
And who would be on line one?
Yeah.
Would be our one and only Hills from up there. Hills.
Cool.
So anyway, give us a call, 833-288-0973, or send us a text via the app. And I think we've got a special prize today for a lucky winner, right?
Yeah, we got some fishing passes.
Hey,
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna give
That's
away some
awesome.
trips.
Yep.
So lucky caller or texter, and we always decide that at the end of the show based on a coin flip, is going to get to go fishing with you guys and enjoy everything
Awesome.
that we've been talking about at Santa Barbara landing and getting to get in on that great fishing, the beautiful boats that you guys have up there. What a cool opportunity, you guys. That's awesome.
And
Thank you.
when we come back from our break, we'll describe that trip, and we'll be right
Absolutely.
back. Not only on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, and Facebook Live, but on 97.3 The Fan.
The fish are biting and it's time to go. Hi, this is Ben, and you will see me at my dad's shop, Dana Landing in Mission Bay, or maybe in front of the shop on my kayak. It doesn't matter if you are out there on a kayak with me, on your boat, headed out on a sport boat. Dana Landing has everything you need. We call it the one-stop shop for a great day on the water because it truly is. Food, bait, tackle, beverages, and more. Our tackle shop, headed by John, is certainly one of the best. For freshwater tackle, nothing beats East Orange County Bait and Tackle. These guys have the best rods and reels and the hottest lures and live bait. Our newest shop is Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle with a great stock of both fresh and saltwater tackle right in the heart of Lemon Grove. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview and Lakeside. Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle, 94 to Broadway in Lemon Grove, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. Check out danalanding.com for more details.
The name that stands out among anglers is Fisherman's Landing, your top choice in local and long-range fishing. Our hardworking crew will make your fishing experience one to remember. We offer the finest open party trips from 1 to 3 days, the best charter boats available, and of course, our world-renowned long-range fleet is second to none. Fisherman's Landing is a full-service sport fishing operation offering great half-day trips on the Dolphin and full-day trips on the spacious and comfortable 85-foot Liberty. With bunks for your comfort, a huge bait capacity, and RSW fish holds to keep your catch fresh. Fisherman's Landing also boasts the best captains and crews in the business, from seasoned veterans to our young future legends. All our open party trips from half-day, full, or 1 to 3 day trips can be easily booked online at fishermanslanding.com or give us a call at 619-221-8500. I'll see you at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Saturday, November 1st, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. We don't hold back on this one. Spectacular savings on a huge assortment of saltwater tackle. Over 20 tackle manufacturers reps. Join our free casting contest, amazing seminars, a huge raffle benefiting Rollo's kids. Saturday, November 1st.
One rod has set the standard for serious saltwater anglers worldwide, and that's CalStar. From the rugged dependability of the West Coast series, the lightweight strength of the Graphiter, or the performance of the GG series, all CalStar rods are handmade right here in Southern California of the finest materials and craftsmanship. Check out the new CalStar models now available, as well as upgrades to the classic rods that you know and love. If you want your tackle to be state-of-the-art tools to get the job done right, it's CalStar at fine tackle dealers.
I've had the opportunity to fish many places in many different types of water, but never have I fished a place as much fun as Katmai Lodge in Alaska. Hello, my name is Harold Davis, typically fishing in the ocean, but this is an experience that you have to try for yourself. Fish natural rivers with tens of thousands of fish coming up. And they have all the gear: spinning, bait casting, fly rods, kings, silvers, pinks, sockeyes, and my favorite, the chums. Outstanding food, outstanding accommodations, great service. The lodge is located in the beautiful Katmai National Park, filled with amazing wildlife. Brown bears, moose, eagles, otters, and it has spectacular scenery. And also the fact that the lodge is located right on the Alagnak River and your boat is just steps away from your room makes it great. Do yourself a favor. Call Charmel at 1-800-330-0326 or go online, katmai.com. And like Pete says, they will hook you up.
Wow.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. As Jason said, wow, man, we're having such a good time and just good conversation and camaraderie and having fun and talking Santa Barbara Landing.
Jamie, it's just a bummer you couldn't have found somebody that's more into fishing. You know?
Right?
Like, it just seems like that's a background and something you like. It's just too bad that you couldn't find a guy that's with it equally liked fishing as much as you do.
I
right?
met
It's
her
a real
at
shame.
the landing.
Yeah.
I met her at the landing. She was selling tickets at the
That's
landing.
awesome.
I want to take it the other way. Jamie, it's awesome that you met such a wonderful person and have tamed the wild beast of Jason.
I remember the landing manager at the time. His all
Keep it PG, please.
I hired this girl that you might really like. I'm all, oh, fuck, there's just, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm really, and she comes popping out from behind the back. She's, hi, I'm Jamie. I'm like, that's Miss Diamond. As soon as she walked back, I told him, I'm all, you were right. That's going to be Miss Diamond. He's all, you think so? I'm all, oh, it's going to be.
And with that being said, we have to give congratulatory.
Yeah.
It's your anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
20
Yeah.
years.
That's
How
awesome.
about that?
20 years, man.
Incredible.
Seems like I just met her. Honestly, it's awesome.
Well, it's really we're really stoked to have you guys down here and take the time out of an awesome weekend to come hang out and talk fishing with us. And the phones are literally packed solid. Everybody's excited to talk to you. And Cory, you mentioned too, if you want to join us on the text, that's an option too. The texts have already been piling through. it's just going to be a really fun show, and we're so excited. And again, giving away a trip to go fishing with you guys at a Santa Barbara landing. What an awesome opportunity, and we really appreciate it, man.
Is that going to be fishing with Rafa on a 3/4 day?
either
Or?
They can pick either boat.
Stardust.
With Stardust, Coral Sea,
Coral
half
Sea,
day, 3/4 day. It's up to them.
Yep.
They're going to get a code and they pop it
We
in
do
for
a half-day
whichever
trip
they
every
want.
Wednesday just because.
How cool.
You guys are awesome.
Oh,
right?
Really
Yeah.
cool.
Well, let's start it off. Let's go to line number 1, as mentioned, and talk to Hills. Hills calling from Ventura. Good morning, Hills.
What's up, Hills? We got you there this morning, Hills? Well, why don't we grab another phone call? Maybe Hills got busy in
Let's
the
try
surf
that.
there.
Let's try line number 2. John calling from Huntington Beach. Good morning, John.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you guys doing?
Great,
Wonderful.
buddy. Good
Good
morning.
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 Hey, I've got a bunch of questions. Last time I fished out of your landing was like I was in high school, and so.
Okay.
But I'm curious. First of all, how was the salmon, incidental salmon fishing out there this
We
year?
didn't catch
None.
any incidental salmon this year.
None.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember
Really?
95, 96 through 97. That was a kind of a freak of nature. We've never caught salmon like that. It was unbelievable. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a fluke pretty much. I mean, it never
That
really
wasn't
happened
the norm,
before.
and it isn't.
and
the
it
norm.
hasn't happened after. That was just one of those things that happened in our area.
But no
I
incidentals.
I will say over the years,
Yeah.
there will be an incidental
occasional.
here, an occasional here or there. This year, the last couple years, on
Pretty sure
our
we didn't
boats,
get
we
one.
haven't had
Yeah,
any.
not one this year.
Not a single one, but some of the commercial guys, every once in a while, they'll be fishing for rockfish or whatever, and they'll end up finding one. They came down to Morro Bay, down that way. They really don't come around Conception much, but I've been seeing pictures on Facebook and stuff of these random ones that was caught. Supposedly, I mean, who knows today with
Yeah.
Photoshop and all that, but
Right.
supposedly off the beach from Ventura, I saw
Oh.
one. I saw one that I guess was down in Mexico last week that somebody caught one. But there's a lot of salmon out there.
Yeah.
I've been talking to the guys up north in the Bay Area that before the last 2-day salmon season happened, they were out doing some research and tagging on salmon, and they called me. They said, "Oh my gosh, there is so much fish."
Now, is salmon something that falls under Pacific Fisheries
It
Management
is.
Council?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a federally managed species, and California has had it bad for about 3 or 4 years now. There's been no commercial fishery. Those guys are really hurting, and very, very limited, very strict recreational
2-day
access.
A
2 days.
couple of 2-day
and then
opportunities.
A
for
couple
the
2-day
year.
opportunities this year.
It's
There was
so
no
weird.
opportunity the previous 2 years.
And there's
They
a
had-
big part of California that is their fishery. Like that,
It
there's a
is.
lot
Right.
of fishermen out there that is what they do. And just
Yeah.
imagine, if you love shallow water rock cod fishing and that's your favorite thing to do, and you do it most of the year, think of it if you got 2-day opportunities for the year to
that's it.
participate in it.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah. It's rough. So
I have a question. What do you think that derived from? I mean, do you think there was just a bad spawn season, or
so there's a few things that go into it, and
You don't wanna
and
hear my feelings.
you don't want to
Right.
hear how
I
well.
want to. I
Most people
Well-
will probably
well-
relate to how he processes it. The
They
problem is
will.
I know too much. Like I know into the details
Yeah.
of really of the why, whether you believe what went into it or not. Let's just start
Yeah,
with
okay.
fish don't always come back. Salmon don't always come back,
That's
right?
how
That's
you
how
get
you
30 or
get
40
bigger
pounds.
fish,
Right.
right?
That's
Bigger
how they get
salmon
giant.
because they didn't
go up
return.
and spawn and die, right?
'Cause when they
Right.
spawn,
Okay,
not everybody may know this. They spawn
I'll
and they
slow it down
die.
a little.
There's a poster. It says "Spawn till you die" with salmon all over it, because that's what they do.
and once they go up, yeah, they
That's
they,
it.
They
Game
die.
over. They die. And so years ago, anyways, fish staying out. That means they aren't seeing the returns. Okay, which means in their mind there aren't going to be as many spawners for the next coming years, and there's like a 3-year cycle from when they're spawned to when they're supposed to come back.
And
in
up to
theory.
a 4 or 5 year.
Yeah, so I'm newer to the salmon
Yeah.
stuff because I've never really had I hadn't had to think about salmon
Sure, yeah.
much before now that it's under my purview.
Right.
But the other thing is California has really bad water flow. The rivers that help the productivity of the salmon, they need a lot of volume and they need cold, and they have not had that. And that is something that no matter how stringently you regulate people fishing those fish, That's not going to change
Sure.
how much water gets let out into those rivers and the temperature and the when and the volume. Like that is a variable that is out of the council's purview,
Right.
and no amount of opportunity or lack thereof will change that factor. And that is in my opinion, one of the biggest problems for the fishery.
Yeah, how do you regulate a fishery where the biggest problem is completely out of your hands?
Exactly.
And like you said, you could have an unlimited season, take all you want, or shut it down completely. And the reality is that's not going to put
That's
nearly
not
the
going to be
dent
enough.
That is
Never will it be enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that is the reason why the fishing was so slow, or the amount of opportunity was so low, because the returns were low, and in a person's mind, well, because the returns were low, we're not going to take many, and that's how it happened.
Not taking account of
there's
how many
rules.
billions of salmon are out there.
Right.
There's rules and there's law in place that certain things have to happen a certain way. That's actually something that's being looked at the council in the next couple years.
Just me.
I know Jason has his feelings on things,
Feelings,
as most fishermen do,
as most
right?
fishermen do, and it stinks that there's we're confined to this process of how through Magnuson-Stevens Act, the Fishery Conservation Act.
This doesn't take very long,
right?
And it's unfortunate. And we're working CDFW and the council are trying to figure out ways to do what they can to provide the most opportunity and do the least harm.
And it's got to be extra tough for a Jason when you see okay, well, we're gonna have a 2-day season, and we're planning on this amount of fish being caught, and it opened up, and it was just
game.
It was
on.
It was as you've described so many of the fish up there. It was as good as it's ever been ever.
Full speed.
It's always going to be good.
Yeah. Getting calls.
Fishing's always going to be good, sir.
Get a little closer to your microphone.
Fishing's
we're trying to signal you in. Get a little closer.
Yeah.
There's going to be a little ebb and flow in fishing. That's life. But I mean, it's always going to be good, man. You can't mess this up. Yeah. It would have been messed up already.
No, and it's true.
It's so good. How long have we been on this earth for?
No, right?
It's good.
But Jason, to back you up on that, the white sea bass fishery, because you and I growing up, a white sea bass was a golden guppy.
Well, no, it was. Today they're very common. It's more common, I should say. Halibut too. My gosh,
halibut's on the same
everywhere.
page.
This harbor, the San Diego harbor, is full of those suckers, man.
The bluefin fishery. Like you and I growing up.
How funny is it that they put the 2 fish limit on bluefin and then they exploded? But there's bluefin everywhere.
That's exactly
that happened that same year. Is that crazy?
It is.
It's almost like they knew. And let's get
But the beautiful part of it, Jason, is
please don't.
They limited us to 2, but they're still fishable. We can still fish them.
Yep.
Right.
And they're quality.
Yeah,
so
perfect.
if you want to keep your 20 to 30 pounder, you can. Or if you want to hold out for
a larger one,
an 80 to 100 pounder.
Right.
You're more than welcome to.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, the phones are packed up. Let's jump right back into them.
Let's do it. Let's try Hills again. How about that? Hills from Ventura. Good morning, Hills.
What's up, Hills? I think Hills.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, here we go. What's up, buddy? Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I sure love Santa Barbara landing now. I was going to say Sea landing, but
it's okay, man. I say it too.
Rock Cod Rick has little kids now, the cod fry, and they that's when I first started loving fishing. When I was Wyatt and Whalen's age there, but in the 60s we had a boat in Santa Barbara Harbor, and I had a Sabot and it's sailing around in there. But in any case, what I'd like to say is also the Sealand or Santa Barbara Land, they nurture these really good captains. Like for instance, like Dana Point does. Josh Anguiano was at their landing now. He's second captain on the new land, and this is the sort of grade of captains that you guys have on your boats. And I've been on many trips on the Stardust. Coral Sea, I caught my first tuna in like 1990 with Franker City on that boat. But
cool.
What I'd like to also compliment you guys on is how easy it is to fish and how good the fishing is. That you can park about 100 feet from the boat, and you do have to pay, but it's just so easy. And the run out to Rosa for these insane rockfish spots and whitefish. The whitefish are, like Jamie said, they bite like crazy. They're so fun, and they're good eating. But in any case, for people who are considering going, the people are so nice. The parking is super easy, and your fishing is spectacular. And you get to see the wildlife, like you guys mentioned. I've seen basking sharks on the Stardust.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, right next to a boat, and it's just fantastic. So thank you guys very much.
What a great call, man.
Thank
Yeah.
you so
Hills.
much.
Such a good one. Always nice having Hills on the show, and always
Yeah.
great input. And
But you can just tell, I mean, and what a great thing. And you know, that's a great call from Hills. You know, I mean, you talk about how easy it is to get there. There's a lot of people that maybe are living in San Diego or Orange County. It's not a long drive.
You'd be
You make a
surprised.
great trip out of it and really get to experience a fishery that's not the same thing that you've done before. And
I bet 60 to 70% of our customers come from down here and the Inland Empire
I'm
and
sure.
Orange County and all those
Riverside,
areas. Yeah,
San
all those
Bernardino.
areas.
How far is
661 area
it?
codes.
Jason, how far is it for somebody from the Bakersfield, like interior? Like,
Well, you know, if
yeah,
you,
I mean, you're not far. That's why I
Plus,
asked.
there's no traffic at that hour of the morning.
Oh.
It's so funny. I tried leaving at 6 a.m. I
Yeah.
didn't carry many people.
Really?
Left at 7, fill the boats.
Because they had to leave too early from their home, like
Well,
for
they
an
just
hour.
get an
Here's-
extra hour.
This is
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
If
And
you
they
have,
like it.
if you have to get up at 2 in the morning to go
Yeah.
fishing, you might not.
yeah, two
Right.
still nighttime. 3's just
So
early.
We can all get up at 3 or 4 in the morning to go fishing.
Yeah,
we
totally.
do anyway,
So,
right?
so your
isn't that
7 a.m.
something?
Yeah,
Your 7 a.m.
7 a.m.
departure is your half day or
Three-
three
No,
Three
that's our
quarter day.
normal
Three-quarter.
3/4 day. We leave at 7, get back at 5 or 6. We just stay out on it a little later.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's
so you're
crazy.
coming back after the traffic.
And they come
Exactly.
when we come back. There's not much traffic going home, right?
Yeah, right.
It's just how it worked out. It's that
That's
time
the sweet
frame.
spot.
That's
Yeah,
the sweet
cool.
spot for everybody.
It's so wonderful
us.
having you two in studio and
Yeah,
talking
no
Santa
doubt.
Barbara Landing. And hold tight. We're going to be right back. You're
Okay.
listening to Let's Talk Hookup. We're going to come back not only with more calls and texts, but we've got the fish reports ahead too when we return on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, Facebook Live, and 97.3 The Fan.
Saturday, November 1st is Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Seminars by saltwater experts, huge raffle to benefit Rollo's kids, great deals on tackle, and top tackle manufacturers like AFTCO. Save huge on AFTCO cyclofluorocarbon, clothing, gaffs, tackle bags, fillet knives, belts, harnesses, and more. It's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. Saturday, November 1st.
When you're pursuing big game fish, the right gear is essential. Not just the rod, reel, and line, but the right pair of binoculars too. So upgrade your gear to the best pair of Fujinon stabilized binoculars from Baker Marine. Baker Marine has been selling binoculars for decades, and more importantly, they service all brands right there at their San Diego Shelter Island location. Need the best? Fujinon Stabiscopes are the professional's choice. Looking for top-tier stabilization at a great price? The Fujinon TechnoStabi TSX 1440s deliver rock-steady vision, even in rough waters, perfect for serious anglers. Baker Marine is the largest Fujinon retailer on the West Coast, and when you buy from them, they'll be there when your binoculars need service. Plus, they'll give you a great price on all in-stock Fujinon binoculars. Stop by their store on Shelter Island in San Diego and test a pair of Fujinon binoculars and see which ones are right for you. They even have compact and lightweight Fujinon stabilized binoculars for your next vacation or hunting trip. You know you need a pair of stabilized binoculars, so get them from the experts at Baker Marine. Learn more at bakermarine.com.
Don't be the last one to get one, especially now. The new Brutus Pacific Pro from Ace Line Hauler. You can catch more lobster and pull deeper with the Ace Line Hauler, so you can get those bugs in the boat. Easy to store and low power draw. The Ace Line Hauler is the highest quality and certainly the best on the market. Just ask a friend that has one. Get the new Brutus Pacific Pro by Ace Line Hauler today. Buy now at better fishing stores near you.
Hello, this is Captain Mike Totter from Stardust Sportfishing. Alongside my colleague, Chef Josh Evans, and our dedicated team, we invite you to join us aboard the Searcher. Our fishing trips range from 1.5 to 8 days, available May through November, and include charter options. We're committed to upholding a legacy of top-notch customer service, delicious food, and a friendly and talented crew. Book your fishing adventure online at searchersportfishing.com or call Rachel at 619-226-2403. That's searchersportfishing.com. We look forward to welcoming you aboard.
Lobster season is here, and success starts with the right gear. And no one does it better than Promar. Based in SoCal, Promar's Ambush Series hoop nets and accessories are trusted by the most dedicated lobster fishermen on the coast. If you're a serious lobster fisherman or a beginner, Promar makes the gear and shares the information you need to be successful on the water. Promar, the name behind more lobster limits than any other. Visit PromarIHE.com to gear up today.
Get it all.
All right,
So
welcome
proud.
back to Let's Talk Hookup, and having so much fun in studio, Rick, and just having Jamie and Jason Diamond in studio. It's super cool, and the hats they wear is crazy, man.
Yeah,
right?
I love it. We're just a great time and a great place to get to go fishing, and I'm the same. I mean, it's just got me fired up. I've never had the opportunity to come fishing with you guys. I can't wait.
We gotta get you out.
Yeah,
there.
just
We gotta get you
hearing
up there.
this kind of fishing, what you guys get to do on the daily basis, and rock fishing is one of my favorite things, but boy, that you get to do it in the Mecca. I mean, it's just it's so different. The opportunities that you have to catch them in shallow water and deep, and all the varieties. And like you said at the very beginning of the show too, Jamie, it's in addition to really fun fishing, it's a really cool harvest you get. I mean, let's be real. What is better than bringing home, a bag of fresh local rock? It gets no better on the table.
Also, too, that whole Channel Islands area, Cisco's, Ventura, us, all that. That is we're known for catching a lot of really good eating fish, and they're really good size.
No doubt.
Our game fish are white sea bass, which, those taste good. Halibut, stuff like that, right? I mean, that's everything's really good to eat.
We're really
up
lucky,
there.
you know.
I
mean,
awesome.
it's the location,
It's
and we
so
know
prolific.
that not everybody has the same opportunity. Different areas have different things that are kind of like their thing or their fishery, and we're just really fortunate that this is ours. Jason called it God's country. I call it the Galapagos of North America.
In that
real.
area too,
Like,
it's very successful fishing. If you don't have a lot of time to go fishing, and you've been fishing a lot, and you're like, I've been kind of unsuccessful in my fishing career, and you go up there and
we make you look good.
Yeah, you're catching. I love it.
You're catching stuff, and for a lot of people, they don't have a lot of time to go searching. I'm just going to start going here because I'm going to catch something every trip.
I love it.
I'm going to catch fish every day. I'm going to catch some nice
Has it
fish every
been
day.
this year more of a squid fishery than a fin bait?
I'm going to let you know a little secret about something.
We're ready.
We don't use live squid really.
At all.
Leaving at 7 a.m. Guess what we catch most of our white sea bass on? Frozen squid.
Really?
That's it.
But it's still squid.
It's still squid.
No, it is squid. But I'm trying to tell you
there's a
that
misnomer of like
it's
you
gotta
can
be.
only it's got to be
have a
live
squid.
Bro, we never have
Squid
live
strips,
squid
man.
except on our overnights where we're out there the night before, which are our private charters or our 2 day. But
And you managed to catch a sea bass or two this year?
we go out
Just
there,
a couple.
we go out there with boxes of frozen squid, thawed out, and knock the crap out of those things, man. We
I
F
love
those
it.
things up. Sometimes,
That's great. Well, phones are packed, Corey. Let's keep jumping into them.
Let's do that. How about Alex? Alex calling from San Carlos. Good morning, Alex.
What's up, Alex?
Hey.
Hey guys, good morning.
Morning.
Well, I already scoped it out. I go to Bakersfield all the time to go visit my mother-in-law, and by that I mean my wife drags me out to Bakersfield to go visit.
Yeah.
But I've always thought about checking out some of these like Channel Island or like Santa Barbara. It's actually not too far. It's like down 33, like 2 hours.
Yeah, not that far.
Just a little time to sneak away. What I did want to ask is, how big did the lingcod get? Like, what's the biggest lingcod you guys have seen out there, and what's the perfect rig?
The biggest one we've
how
ever
far
caught
down are we going?
was on the Stardust. I think it was 36 pounds.
Oh,
Wow.
my gosh.
It was huge. It ate a bocaccio, like a 6-pound bocaccio. The bocaccio was stuck in its mouth. The spines,
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it ate
Wow.
a giant bocaccio. Ones with the black spots on them.
Jason, a 6-pound boat cod.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it was huge, and the it was wedged in the lingcod's mouth. And we caught that at St. Augustine, which is the Gaviota Coast, which is our plan B fishing when we can't get to Huntsville. It's too rough. We fish at Gaviota
At coastal
which
fish.
is it's amazing. Our plan B is pretty dang good, man.
So part B of his question was what are we catching the majority of our lingcod? Like if you want to go out and get those lingcod, what are you doing?
Sardines, jigs, plastics.
It's
all the above.
A whole squid.
Yeah.
Right.
And
anchovies. I mean, we catch lings on everything.
In a coastal fishery, I mean, how deep a water typically?
Yeah. What's the right rod and reel?
If you have a rod with like 50-pound braid on it and a 30-pound top shot, good to go. And we'll top shot you for free. We have top shot. We have spools.
Is it deeper than 50 fathom?
Well, depends on the regs.
Generally,
and
on the
where
coast.
we're
Well,
fish- you know.
we can do both. We can do both. We can do both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But shallow. You can fish shallow.
You can fish that St. Augustine area is really fun for us.
Do you like
That's an extremely good plan B.
Do you like a heavy, larger, oversized bass reel type rod and reel to fish it, or is it more of a smaller round? Like
I fish like
what's
Lexus.
Jason's
I fish
favorite rig?
Lexus and stuff and Tranks.
Like
and
a
all that.
400 size?
Yeah, I fish a 3 or 400.
Okay.
Sounds like so much fun.
So think about it for a minute. The braided line changed the world
doubt.
as far as
It really did.
Totally.
For any depth of water you want to fish now. You can take a Lexus 400 and fish 400 feet of water.
So
right?
our rental gear,
Yeah.
after we
we
took
did
over, we
revamp our
upgraded our
rental
rental gear, our
It's so
reels.
awesome.
It used to be Jigmaster 500s,
Just old school but suitable,
old school
right?
but suitable, but
Yeah.
not the most user friendly,
Yeah.
and kind of a pain to fix for our rod tech. But we switched it up to Kuma Cortez. We have braid on our rental gear, and then we top shot it. And they're really user friendly. We have them on ugly stick tiger rods, so they're fairly indestructible.
Right.
You know,
And that rod feels good in your hand.
and the rod,
too.
but it feels
we
good
went
in your
through a lot
hand.
of
So
stuff before we
that's
found
what we're using for our rental gear, and the majority of our fish are caught on our rental gear.
Yeah.
So
Pure leather.
to give you an idea of what works.
Yeah, perfect.
It can be really simple. It doesn't have to be super expensive or high tech or whatever. Just something that you can use, right? You got to be able to use it. So you can buy something fancy, but if you can't operate it well, then what does it matter?
And what a great move you guys did.
Yeah.
Going through, finding what you thought was the right rod and reel and offering a more premium level of
I
gear.
always wanted to just get in there and make all that
Yeah.
really good.
Just
like,
really
like
thinking-
everything in our tackle wall. It's not like a fisherman catcher. Everything catches fish on that
there
wall.
for a reason.
Everything
Yeah.
catches fish on that wall. Yeah.
I really was inspired by what goes on down here, and when I got the opportunity to kind of redo how things are there,
cool.
I was just channeling down here and Dana Wharf and what everybody did, like that. Y'all do it.
Yeah.
Y'all know how to do it.
Mhm.
You offer good gear, and people are happy to rent that if they don't have to bring their own.
Totally.
You know,
Yeah, just
and
one
that's
less
what we
thing to
want.
worry about.
Exactly.
I love
That's
it.
yeah.
And the quality of fish, like our mutual friend Cy, and I know Rafa's told me too, like the quality. I mean, we talk about brown rockfish down here, and we think of a simple 3/4, half pound, 3/4 pound, maybe a 1 pounder.
Yeah, they're
But
this big.
I
mean, they're like
They're bigger than plate size.
well, you're showing with your hands, but I know from Cy and Rafa describing their quality 2 to 3 pound,
they're big uns. Yeah.
like and even bigger.
Yeah.
Like I've never even heard of a brown rockfish.
And just
like
how cool
that.
you can go do all that with a bass rod.
That's
a lead
what I'm
head and
saying.
a swim bait
Yep.
and a strip
Yeah.
of squid in shallow water, and they pull the whole time. It's not the days of if in your mindset rock cod fishing is a 6-0 and a bicycle handle and a
There's
rock
no
cod
such
blade
thing as-
and 10 hooks.
There's no such thing as
That's
floating
not
a
what you-
canyon
that's not
anymore
what you
because we're
guys
allowed
do.
2 hooks.
Right. And like you said, Jason, if the wind's blowing out at the outer islands, going up the coast,
Fishing our coastline is extremely good.
and what most people don't realize that I want to describe is that if we have a west wind,
Yeah.
it's
Point
actually
Conception blocks it.
but it's offshore for you.
Right.
It's like an east wind for us down
We're
here.
fishing in a lee, actually,
Yes,
up the coast. Yeah.
That's what I wanted to make sure that got out
Yeah,
because
we're
it's a
fishing in
beautiful.
a lee. Yeah.
And it's funny because we'll start getting calls when people see wind.
Sure.
They're like, "Oh, are we still gonna
Concerns.
go?" They get concerned. We're like, "Oh, don't worry,
Yeah.
we got you.
Right.
We're
We
good.
want to be
We got
there.
plan A, we got plan B, we got C and D,
Yeah.
Right.
and they're all pretty epic places to
That's
fish.
awesome.
Yeah.
There are certain times where it's a blowout, and I have to cancel a trip. I'm not
Today.
going to take anybody out. in
Just
that.
gonna
That
say
would
it.
be
Yesterday
stupid.
and today
wouldn't
we had
catch
canceled.
much.
Yeah.
Right.
It was a no go.
Yeah,
Right.
the Friday and Saturday it was a no go.
Well, we experienced that in the kiddie pool down here multiple times this
Yeah.
year.
Sure.
Sometimes they
Yep.
sometimes they throw wind at you, and when
Yeah.
it's not supposed to go, you hang out and enjoy the coast, and
Yep.
and then
Yeah.
you get back on the boat the next day
Yep.
when the wind backs off, and you go back to fishing.
That's a beautiful part of that.
Well, let's
coastline.
try to sneak in one more there, Corey.
All right, let's do it. How about John? John calling from Anaheim. Good morning, John.
What's up, John?
Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning.
My question is, I mean, a lot of questions got answered already. I was wondering about the lingcod, and then I was wondering about halibut. How are the chucklehead up there? fishery.
Oh, the copper?
Oh, the
Yeah.
coppers are big.
Like
There's
jumbo.
so
there's
many.
thousands and
That's another-
thousands
Don't.
of
That's a
them.
sore spot.
I run from those suckers. I got to run from them.
I got
John?
a reputation as being the copper lady at the council because
John knew how to get Jason fired up.
There are
it also got me bummed.
Oh, talk about getting fired up. We have another hour ahead of us on Let's Talk Hookup. More with Jason, the livacious Jason Diamond and Jamie Diamond, when we return on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, and Facebook Live.
I got to hit the head real quick.
Yeah,
Enter
absolutely.
into fall with powerful
Oh,
deals on new
It's so
Yamaha
awesome.
outboards during Yamaha's Fall into Savings sales event. From
I
now
told him
until
that it was gonna
December
be
8th,
you guys. He's
2025,
like, wait,
purchase
Cory?
a
Like,
new
Cory?
eligible
And I'm like,
Yamaha 30 to
He's like-
450 horsepower outboard
got
and
all
get up to
fired up.
7 years of
Because
coverage
at first,
protection
when we
plus up
booked
to
it, Wayne
$500
thought he was
in
going to be
dealer
here.
credit for 150
And
to
then he's like,
450
oh,
horsepower
I'm going to be in
outboards.
Japan.
Looking for lower horsepower?
What? He doesn't know.
Yamaha's
But you're gonna
got you
But
covered.
Wayne would have been
Purchase a
perfect
new
because he
eligible
understands your
Yamaha
position.
2.5 to 25
So you know he
horsepower
spoke
outboard and
very
receive
highly
up
of
to
you being
$700 in
part of
dealer
the
credit. Visit your local
There's nobody
Yamaha
that
dealer
doesn't
today.
speak very
Yamaha,
highly of you.
reliability
I
starts
just-
here.
you know,
Offer ends December 8th,
wanted to make sure
2025.
you
Subject to
Santa
change.
Barbara
Other
Land
restrictions and
Justice
conditions
things, you guys
apply.
go down
Select
here,
models
so,
exclude 24 or 36-month
I see
Yamaha
you guys on
extended
social
service
media, all the good
contract
things,
added
but
to factory
I
limited
called
warranty.
Ken
Choice offer to
and,
Florida residents is a
Kiyahara
24 or
both, and
36-month
I
Yamaha
really
limited
wanna
warranty.
make sure
See
that we're
authorized participating
doing
Yamaha outboard
justice
dealers
to,
for
you know,
details.
talking
Cannot
all
be
the
used
great
with
things
any
you
other
guys do
Yamaha
for all
offer.
of
Hey, this
us.
is Captain Benny Florentino, owner operator
And,
of Coastal Charters.
well,
Just want to announce
Ryan
that I'll be
just
running
had
the
nothing but the
Camus
nice things about
26
you, and Ken
hybrid
was
boat
funny. They
from
said,
West
well,
Coast
Jamie's
Marine
amazing, he
in
does all these
Costa
things, and
Mesa.
you're not gonna have
Hybrid
to worry
being
about Jason
a
not having
center
things to
console
talk about.
with
So
bay
don't
boat
worry
features. The
about
boat features a Michael Peters
Yeah,
step
and,
hull
you got a lot
that'll
of
give
fans
both
down there.
myself
Yeah, it's
and
kinda
my
neat.
guests a comfortable dry ride. West Coast
No, I
Marine
just-
in Costa
Jason,
Mesa
you're
will be
one lucky
carrying
son
the
of a
26
bitch. I love
hybrid,
that.
28
Have
hybrid,
the-
and also a 34 cat. Heck, they even have some great looking bass boats. But if you have any other questions, feel free to call Nick Kelly or Kyle Mesa at West Coast Marine in Costa Mesa, and we'll see you on the water.
Take it from Captain Benny Florentino. West Coast Marine in Costa Mesa is your source for Camus boats, as well as Parker boats, Yamaha outboards, and now Mercury outboards. Sales and service, the finest you can find. Go see Nick and the guys at West Coast Marine on Newport Boulevard in Costa Mesa, or check westcoastmarine.com.
The lighter the bite and the cleaner the thing. Need a thinner leader, more natural presentations. That's where Seaguar Gold Label leader material shines. It's Seaguar's thinnest leader material yet. That means it's even less visible underwater and creates more natural presentations for better catch rates on leader-shy fish. With exceptional knot and tinsel strength, this advanced leader material is now available from 2-pound test for fishing trout in the Sierra to 80-pound test for big yellowfin in Guadalupe. Get Seaguar Gold Label at your favorite tackle dealer or learn more at seaguar.com.
Ready for the largest event in our history. Saturday, November 1st, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego. We'll have great savings from Daiwa on Saltist, Saltiga, and the entire electric reel lineup. A fantastic offer on the Proteus rods and SK jigs, too. Over 20 manufacturers reps, including Daiwa, plenty of seminars by saltwater experts, huge raffle, and most of all, incredible deals on tackle. Up to 60% off. Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 1st.
Power your boat with Norsk Lithium, the ultimate choice for marine adventures. Our batteries deliver unmatched starting, trolling, and electronics power, packed with cutting-edge technology like Deep Sleep to eliminate phantom draw. Built with rugged BCI-compliant cases, they're designed to handle the toughest conditions on the water. Stay in control with the Norsk Guardian app. Monitor performance, track battery health, and unlock advanced features right from your phone. Charge with confidence using Evotech onboard and DC-to-DC chargers for fast, efficient, and hassle-free power management. Designed for maximum compatibility, these chargers keep your entire system running at peak performance, so you're always ready for the next trip. With a 10-plus 2-year non-prorated warranty, you can trust your batteries to perform for years to come. Our industry-leading warranty ensures you get the most out of your investment. With dedicated customer support if you ever need it. Upgrade your marine power today. Set up your custom system at NorskLithium.com or visit Trolling Motor Doctor in Lakewood. Norsk Lithium. No matter where the adventure takes you, we've got you powered.
KWFN and KWFN HD1 San Diego.
What's up, guys? It's Braden Soprenet. This show's all about you. Your calls, your takes, your voice. Let's
Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.3 and Odyssey Sports Station.
This program is sponsored and produced by Wilsey Asset Management. Opinions and offers expressed during this program are not those of Odyssey or 97.3 The Fan.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Having a great time here this morning, and certainly a great time having Jason and Jamie in here this morning. And for some reason, our open little spot is not firing here, but
It's okay though. We're used to wrinkles, Rick.
Yeah, exactly.
Used to iron them out, man, getting it going.
Yeah,
but stoked to have Jason, and Jamie Diamond in studio, and just having a good time talking Santa Barbara sport fishing, otherwise known as, or previously known as, Sea Landing.
Sea Landing.
What
Now
most
Santa
people
Barbara
might know it
Landing.
as, right?
Yeah, I still call it that sometimes.
Yeah, why not?
It's just
Why
I've
not?
been there for so long. You know,
Right,
it's really hard to
exactly.
get used to switching that over.
But if you want to join us in the second hour, please do so. You can not only join us on the YouTube and Facebook Live, if you're doing already, you can see on the camera, you can say hello, good morning.
Hey.
Or you can send us a text, and Rick and I will get those texts via the app. It's only done through the app. You want to make sure you do leave your name and telephone number, because at the end of the show, Jason and Jamie have been gracious enough. It's
Yeah,
almost like
so cool, you guys.
like Santa Claus Jason came in the studio.
How many trips are you giving them?
Well, how many trips do you want?
Well, I
just
think
really
giving away.
Yeah, one
I hate
lucky
this-
caller or
One?
texter is going to get
Okay.
an opportunity to go fishing, and I think
Okay.
that's
Okay.
awesome, you guys.
All right,
And
there we go.
we're really excited for that.
And we'll do that with a coin flip right here.
Yeah, no, we'll,
There's the coin.
I think we should let the lady do it,
That's
though,
awesome.
Jason.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
we'll decide whether that comes from a caller or texter at the end of the
Okay.
show, and we.
Challenge
what that
coin.
is.
It's a challenge coin.
Okay, got it.
All right, and with that said, we do have our first catch report on the line, and we've mentioned a couple of times with the new system. When somebody calls on this particular hotline without a call screener, there are a rare time when we have somebody who pops onto the air that we don't have the number for. So good morning, who's this? All right.
Well,
I got
wait
you
a
there.
second.
Is that Pete? Well, it looks like the call fading in or out
well,
there. So
while we're getting a hold of that, though, Rick, I will let us know that it's brought to us by Summit Gasoline at the San Diego Sports Arena, and it's a place to fill up your car, truck, and boat with the lowest gas and diesel prices. And did you know Summit also is the place to get the lowest price on ice and snacks for your trip? Did you stop there on your way in?
I just think it's awesome. It's funny.
Then I'm reading because you've
Oh,
known
no,
me,
I'm
and
laughing.
here I
Yeah,
am
just-
reading.
yeah,
So
it's
funny.
cute. Yeah.
I'm really not that good at it. Trust me.
You're actually really good at it.
No,
You've
Rick-
really come
Rick
around.
and Pete.
You used to be the most quiet little soft
I'm
person
still
I've ever
very
met in my
quiet.
life. No, you're not. You
I'm-
are not. This is not quiet work.
Jason, anybody that knows me knows that I'm very reclusive and very down. But anyway, they have over 40 snacks, all at
You really
89
broke out of it.
cents. And it's kind of funny to me too, Jason. As well as sandwiches and frozen bait and ice too. Ice is nearly half the price of other places and only $3.99 for a 25-pound bag. And check this one out, Jason. If you purchase 35 gallons of fuel, you get 100 pounds of free ice. Dude, it's unbelievable.
High five.
That's a big one.
Dang, that's a lot of ice,
Yeah.
man.
Only at
100
Summit
pounds.
Gasoline at the San Diego Sports Arena.
How do you get where do you put 100 pounds of ice? Your
I'm-
normal person.
Well, that's where
yeah, you put it in your kill bag.
they have it. So it's
Yeah.
it's an extremely huge gas station
okay.
that you could pull up
Slide
in
your
your
trailer
private
boat
boat.
into
Boat
it.
in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is living right there.
And
Because
so-
I would tell you what, when I'm just in my bass boat alone trying to get gas station can be really stupid.
And so where it's at,
and that
it's-
is a lot. You're right. I can
it's-
feel like kill
it's-
bag full of ice.
but it's in between Mission
Yeah.
Bay and San Diego Bay. It's right in the middle.
Yeah, it's
centrally
dead in between
located.
the two long
How
tramps.
cool is that?
Dude.
See, everybody needs a place like that.
That's
you
why
know?
we have it.
Yeah,
man.
there-
Right. Awesome.
That
Well,
is
hey,
great.
We're going to start it off and find out what's going on at Cedro Sportfishing. We got Rosie on the line
I
this morning.
love
Hi,
Rosie.
Rosie.
I love Rosie.
Oh my God, I can't believe Jamie and Jason. How are you guys?
Hey,
Oh man, I
Rosie.
can't wait to get back down there.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
gosh,
well,
that's
we
some
can't
good
wait
fishing.
To have you. You have just been so busy, you guys. You
We
have
have-
been so
We have been busy. It's okay.
Someday.
Someday.
busy.
I would love
Well,
to. Yeah,
there you
that
go.
would be fun, honey.
Are the yellows still biting, Rosie?
Well, let me just tell you, we've all been watching Hurricane Priscilla come up, and
Yeah.
Hurricane Priscilla turned into a tropical storm. And, we had to prepare for the worst and hope for the best. We were really blessed that we were able to reschedule one of our trips. and unfortunately, we did have to cancel one trip. But you know what? That hurricane that turned to a tropical storm, we got through this unscathed. I mean, we didn't.
Thank
we
goodness.
didn't get
That's
any
so
wind.
cool.
So glad
We
to
didn't
hear.
get any rain. But what we did get, and I am glad that we did reschedule, these trips, is we got swell. So
Nice.
the harbor would have been closed anyway,
Yeah.
even though, like I said, no rain, no wind, but the water was ugly. The water was
I bet it
ugly.
went thumping through there.
But what we did have was that beautiful calm before the storm. So the two trips that were there, we flew them out on their regularly scheduled days on Wednesday and Thursday. So they got their whole entire trip in, and they had some of the most calm, beautiful weather of the year, and everything was going off. We had some first-time guys down there that they actually fished 4 on Javier's Ponga. 3 of them were hooked up at the exact same time, all on surface iron with a 44-pound yellowtail, a 40-pound yellowtail, and a 38-pound yellowtail. So
I
two big
would
brothers.
love
Two big-
Cool.
Oh, how
That's
awesome
great.
is that?
Isn't that crazy?
That's
And
awesome.
even the anglers said that it was, they've been fishing a long time too, and they said it was just so exciting that it went off like that. And they were just so thrilled to get those across. And if you look at any of our social media or our website, you will see those guys with their fish. They were very happy with that. So, and you know what? The dropper loop has been working well. We've got a few really nice halibut. The white sea bass bite has kind of turned off, but we've been getting some of the black sea bass. A lot of black sea bass were caught and released. A lot of the big guys were caught and released, and we had a few guys keep some of the smaller black sea bass in the 20 to 30-pound range. Still, those white flukes were actually working for the halibut and the sheephead.
Rosie, I
So
gotta tell
we've
you,
had some big sheephead. I mean, like 15 plus to 18-pound sheephead coming over.
Oh, wow.
Can't believe those guys.
Rosie, I gotta tell you.
And then
Go
yeah,
for it, Jason.
no, tell me.
That halibut fishing in the evening on the shore, right down below
Yeah.
the lodge,
Yeah.
Don't give it up,
Yeah.
Jason.
it's so fun.
Give it
It's
up.
so much fun.
Stop, Jason.
I couldn't believe how fun that was. That's all.
You're
I'm
blowing
just
all the
saying.
secrets.
That was
Yeah,
really,
right?
I loved that.
I'm impressed that after a day full of surface iron yellowtail fishing and calico bass fishing, and then coming back to the lodge and grabbing a shower and cracking the first Pacifico and having some ceviche, that you had an idea to walk down the stairs to go catch halibut.
As soon as Matthew and I got off the Pongas, we saw a guy there with a hand line catch halibut. Oh, dude, it's on.
Yeah.
we went down there and messed him up pretty good. We let every fish go, but I mean, it was
so
game
fun.
on. Yeah, it was so cool. Yeah.
Well, you let the fish go. My husband was down there last year with his friend Greg, and they caught legal halibut from the beach, and they traipsed back up those 99 steps and said, "Fillet them."
I love it.
They
I
kept
love it.
there.
Oh no, they were good sized
That's
halibut too.
What-
We just didn't know what to do with them.
What a beautiful place, Rosie.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, Rosie, I'm glad to hear
It really is.
that you guys had no issues in terms of the weather. Bummer about having to slide things around, but that's what you guys do and get right back to it. And great to hear that you were able to reschedule, and we'll get right back to fishing. And glad that there was no negative issues with the lodge or the boat. So if somebody does want to take advantage, what's our timeline like? I know there's not a ton of time left. Is there an opportunity to still sneak in this season? And how early can we start booking next year's trips?
Yeah, there might be one spot left to book, but that's iffy. The guy's trying to rearrange some stuff. But let's start looking at next year. And with that being said, I am working on getting the entire schedule up on the up online. We've got a few people that are I give them that first right of refusal getting back on trips. But the best way to get a hold of me is actually to first of all look at the website, see what time that you want to go. Website is stardustsportfishing.com, and the phone number for me is area code 619-772-7570. And you guys all have a blessed Saturday.
You
Awesome,
too, Rosie.
What a
Awesome,
great
Rosie.
call.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much, and we will certainly look forward to talking to you next week and hear about some more continued great fishing. And glad to hear. Well, hey, we're going to go back in, and We don't have the number saved, but I'm thinking it might be our bonus fish dope report. But we got a little bonus to the catch report. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. This is Danny Lynch from Fish Dope.
That's what I thought it was going to be, Danny. So Danny calling in for Mark. Mark obviously let us know last week that he wouldn't be able to join us, a little special trip, but coming to us is the soul of fishdope.com, and that's Danny, who Danny, we used to always love catching your reports when you were in the neighborhood, but now relocated back to Florida, but keeping very close tabs on the fishing here. And man, we're sure stoked to have his little guest appearance. Good morning, and thanks for bringing us that fishdope.com report.
Thank you for having me, and I got a little report for Rosie after the Southern California report. Let's start up north. Miguel, Rosa, San Nicolas, Tanner, they all are blown out today.
Completely.
There's a gale warning up, and buoys are showing 27.5 steady wind, up to gusting 32 knots. How about this? These are 7 to 8 feet at 5.5%. That's about as ugly as it gets. Okay. Now, I had guys that were out at Cortez yesterday. They caught bluefin, did well on 20-pound class bluefin, but the high spot was unfishable just because of really rough seas, and they sat off the east side of it, 100-fathom line. But it got worse as the night went on, and all those big Cadillacs are sitting in Pyramid Cove this morning catching yellows. So
we'll take that. Yeah.
Right.
Glad to hear some good opportunity at getting out of some weather and getting on some biting yellows.
Right. So if inshore not getting too bad by this, the guys in Santa Monica Bay are pounding the sculpin and sand bass on the El Segundo pipe, and I've got a buddy that's just hammering sablefish on the southeast bank off Long Beach. I don't know if any of you guys are old enough to remember all the dorymen in Newport Beach. They used to sell sablefish all the time.
Yep.
Well, that's where they got them, 900 to 1,200 feet of water on the southeast bank.
Interesting, Danny.
Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Well,
and what else do I enjoy? Your typical calico bass and bonito and short barracuda and the kelp all spread down from Dana Point all the way to Point Loma. I don't have any dope in the Coronados. I don't know why it's been so quiet. The last report I got from there, it was horrible. It was rolled over green. There's no yellows. And just,
well, I think one bonus, Danny, is having this last week up and down with the wind, but this coming week is supposed to be much more on the friendly end, correct?
Yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah, we
got a cold front coming on Tuesday.
Yeah, right. But a very short-lived scenario.
Right.
Yeah, certainly some good fishing still to be had. And if somebody wants to keep in touch with everything that's going on with fishdope.com, we can save $30 off of a new membership using the code Hookup now. It's all lowercase, no space. And, Danny, the thing about Fish Dope is, with yourself, with Jeff, the network is so large. So covering all the way up and down the coast, Mexico, offshore fishing, islands fishing, beach fishing, you guys just do a tremendous job. And it's because of all the hard work that you've put into it that provides such great information. And we sure appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, sure. It's not just me. I'm nothing, okay? All I do is answer the phone and read computer and whatever. It's our network of fishermen that get this job done, and it's the computer work that Jeff does for the SSTs and the chlorophyll and the currents and all that. I couldn't do this alone. None of us could.
Well, you guys are sure doing a great job, and we appreciate the fantastic information every week. And like you say, this was a little bit of a get through the wind scenario, but we got good weather in front of us, and we'll get right back to catching them. Appreciate a great job. Thanks for filling in for Mark, and we'll look forward to seeing more updates on fishdope.com, Danny.
Hey, could I give Rosie's little report?
Of course.
Well, she wanted to know what's happening here in the Keys, and there's excellent fishing for yellowtail snapper, some mutton snappers, pharaoh mackerel, pompano at the inshore reefs. And during this last week, some blackfin tuna started to move in, and the first couple of wahoo are starting to show up. And wahoo fishing should be really good by the end of this month through November and December. And that's what I got.
That's
Rosie, you got to come stay with us.
do you ever get out to fish that stuff, Danny?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, good for you. Good for you, man.
Danny, a great job and a great report. Very complete. East Coast and West Coast. We got it here. Appreciate it very much, buddy. We'll talk to you real soon.
You bet. Bye-bye.
Right, Danny,
Hey, and the Catch Report was sponsored by the Fish Pros of Fisherman's Processing in San Diego. It's where you get your premier processing experience. You can check out their easier online system to book your processing for your long-range trips. And with more team members, Fisherman's Processing stays far ahead of the rest. More same-day capacity and the finest customer service. Stop by the location in Old Town. They're on Taylor Street, or just check them out at fishermansprocessing.com and make your reservations today.
That's it, man. Well, text message absolutely packed up. Again, if you want to get your chance to get through in the second hour, the only way is through the Let's Talk Hookup app. It's a free download. Send in your text and make sure you include your contact info. Just a name and a phone number is all we need in case you win that awesome trip going fishing out of Santa Barbara Landing. First one I had was from John in Escondido. Says, guys, what an awesome show this has been so far. It got me so fired up to come fishing with you guys. Curious if there's any lobster fishing opportunities up your way, and can you tell us a little bit more about that white sea bass fishing with the flukes?
Well, lobster season is in full swing right now.
But is there a sport fishery? Like, is it?
No, there isn't a sport fishery.
Hang on. Well, recreational.
Recreational.
Yeah.
there is,
We don't
of
do
course.
hoop net trips off our boats.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if anybody out of Cisco's.
They do.
I
Cisco's
believe
has a
Cisco's.
lobster trip on the
I'm going to look it up for you.
How about that? Yeah,
It's
so
not the
we'll
Erna
figure
B
it out
anymore.
live.
What's it called? It's not the Erna B anymore.
But-
It's called
but-
something else. But they do one every weekend.
But truly, Point Conception is like the northern,
That's
quote
as far
unquote
as they
boundary.
get, yeah. Because my son and I commercial lobster fish up there. The further it seems like the further up you get past like the Tahigas area, it starts thinning out a little.
You mentioned Tahigas, and it brings
Best
back
calico bass fishing.
Dude,
Sometimes
seriously,
the best
nostalgia.
trip I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah.
And I've been everywhere calico fishing because I'm a bass junkie,
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you, I had a trip at Tahigas one time. I never seen anything like it my entire life.
Is it still a good fishery?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But this one particular day was insane.
You got my attention.
I've never seen that. I mean, every fish was between, I'm not going to lie, between 4 and literally touching 10 pounds. It was off the hook. That I never seen anything like it. It was the day for sure.
Like recent?
No, this was many years ago.
But it's still a viable.
Oh, are you kidding? We did a little trip with the Speed Twin crew and stuff.
Right.
Jesse came up. We put a little charter together and we fished up there and we just had a ball.
And poked and
we caught
calicos.
so many calicos. It was
cool.
unreal. I
Our
remember
youngest.
Ralph was up in the wheelhouse. I had my little 8-year-old with me, and Jesse had his kids with him, and we were having a great time, right?
Do you run those trips often? I mean, is that
No,
something?
not often.
Is it more charter group?
It's more charter
Okay.
orientated when you want to do something.
Well,
like
you put
that,
a charter
right?
together and you go.
Put a charter together and
So
you
I'll
go.
tell you one thing. That sounds good to me.
Why do I see? Why
here's
do I
what's
see
cool.
Corey's charter coming next?
Well, here's what's cool too. Just say like something happened and the bass fishing, you just know it's
Yeah.
going to suck.
Yeah.
We can just go shallow water rockfish fishing somewhere and have a great
And
time.
when you're talking shallow, you're talking 40 to 80 feet.
Yeah, sometimes 100 feet, 150
Okay.
feet, and
Or-
shallower.
Or 20 to 30.
Sometimes,
super
yeah.
shallow.
Unbelievable.
I would love to take you some of those dark spots.
You know what he'd love?
And San Miguel.
Well, I mean, yeah, but that stuff around the point.
Oh.
Around Point Conception.
Yeah.
Don't give it up.
Oh no, you would freak. You'd lose.
He'd
your
lose
freaking
it.
But that
mind
you
on-
could
You want
do
to talk
all
about
that-
brown rockfish fishing? Oh my gosh,
Incredible,
it's
huh?
unreal.
And
It's like I'm serious. You wouldn't even
Amazon
believe
colors
it.
the rainbow.
You wouldn't even believe it.
and it's for
And all this is
listeners-
happening. For a couple hours from where we're sitting right
Right.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, we have so many of our listeners in Orange County and Los Angeles. It's such a quick and easy trip to experience.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you found out the
The
lobster.
hoop net trips
Yes.
are on the Island Fox out of Channel Island
Channel
Sport
Islands, yep.
Fishing. Their next one is on the 11th, and they have 4 spots available.
You guys
How
are
about
so
that?
rad.
They
You
leave
guys
at
are so
5:30,
rad.
return at 10, and yeah,
That Oxnard jetty
Check out
can be
Cisco's.
really good lobster fishing too.
Right.
It can be so good.
Also, free diving, hoop netting off the jetties yourself, scuba diving. I mean, the Channel Islands is known for scuba and free diving lobster. What's really cool is, we live in a little town called Carpinteria, just kind of between Santa Barbara and Ventura.
Beautiful area.
And the kids from the high school and there's a big fishy group of kids that are coming through, and it's pretty
is
cool.
pretty
Our
cool to
son
see.
just graduated high school, and him and his buddies and some of the kids younger than him, literally after school, they get their stuff done. They're done with water polo or swim. They go out and they'll just go free diving and spear a halibut, grab some lobsters, go back to one of their houses and cook. Like,
Start cooking it up. It's pretty
talk
stinking
about
cool.
like living the
Yeah,
life,
no
like
doubt.
living their
Culture,
best
right?
life.
That's
They're,
awesome.
Little
they're,
culture.
they're cracking out school during the day, water polo, getting their workout, and then they all just go hit right from the beach, just swim out real quick.
But what a neat adventure for a family from
Yeah.
Southern California to visit the northern area of Southern
Exactly.
California.
You can camp right there in Carp and do the same thing.
And go on a half day or a
Yep.
3/4 day one day, catch some
Love it.
rockfish, white sea bass.
Well, speaking of great fishing,
Yeah.
we're going to head all the way down to the East Cape right now. We got Pete on the line,
right.
celebrating
All right.
our Palmas de Cortez fun tournament. And man, Pete, excited to hear from you. Good morning.
Good morning, Pete.
Yeah, good morning. Hey, first of all, great show. Cory and Rick and Jason and Jamie, why in the heck haven't we had you guys on a show before?
Right. Pete
It's
sent me like several
ridiculous.
texts this
I
morning,
mean,
like,
it's
wow,
absolutely
they're really
ridiculous.
good.
Just gotta ask.
Yes, man. And then some super good information, and we don't talk a lot about it, but there's such a great fishery up there, and I've experienced it, and we should do it more, man. So you guys got to come back, okay?
Okay, you got it. Yeah.
Hey,
So, but
listen,
anyway, I
man,
wanna
the
thank
answer is
you.
always no until you ask. Right?
Yeah, okay. All right, you got it. We'll ask again for sure. So want to thank Ken Frankie and also Wayne Cotto for helping us put this together, too, because they're the guys that said, hey, Jason and Jamie are going to be around. You got to jump on them and get them to come and be on the show. So thanks to those guys, and thank you guys for taking the time to come in and do it, too. But coming here, we are experiencing Tropical Storm Raymond right now. And it's they had a hurricane earlier this week, and then Tropical Storm Raymond kind of fell apart. We just got totally drenched with water here, but now it's like partly sunny. But there's more coming, and they didn't fish today, unfortunately. The port closed, but there's not a breath of wind. It's nice out, but there's supposed to be a little bit of wind later on this afternoon, so that's probably why they didn't go out. But anyway, it's beautiful. That it's been absolutely gorgeous. It's been hot. I mean, really hot and humid and no wind and stuff. And the guys did get out fishing. Our normal fishing days for the Let's Talk Hookup 31st annual tournament, honoring Rich Top and Deb Barrows, which we're doing today or this weekend. It's Saturday, Sunday, today, and tomorrow. But because of the storm, we extended it to yesterday. So a lot of the guys got out. Team Nova Bananas caught a whole bunch of tuna. I think they said they had 9 tuna up to 30 pounds. They released the sailfish. There's been some marlin caught. There's also been a couple of blues around, a few Dorado. Drew told me they hit a spot where there was a bunch of Dorado around and they had them hooked up. But the problem is bait. There's just not a lot of decent bait, maybe because of all the storms and stuff like that. But overall, East Cape is always a great experience. Palmas de Cortez looks better than ever. And the town of Los Barriles is really grown up. There's a lot of great restaurants and, just super fun. We rented quads from our good friends at Can Do, who, by the way, if you're coming down here, Can Do does give a Let's Talk Hookup discount to everybody. Just mention Let's Talk Hookup. They're going to give you a way better price than they normally would. So Jimmy takes care of us very, very well. So nothing to report today, but decent fishing yesterday. I think the leaders of the tournament right now are Team No Bananas, but we have 13 teams in the tournament. So a good group of people, and hopefully we're going to get out and fish tomorrow. So I'll give you hopefully a report tomorrow and give you the update about what's going on there.
I mean,
continue to have a great show. It's sounding great.
Well, we certainly appreciate that. And I mean, that's the beauty of being down in the East Cape is if you do get a day that's a little bit soggy, there's so many other things you can go do and grab the quads or just hang out and have a cold margarita and eat some great food in town. And it certainly sounds like you guys are making the best of it, Pete. I'm glad to hear you got good fishing coming your way again tomorrow. And we appreciate the update. And yeah, keep us in the loop. Let us know how tomorrow goes.
Yeah, for sure. We will for sure. Yeah, it's we'll see about today. And might be a lot of indoor sports today because there's supposed to be quite a bit of rain this afternoon. But you never know. We're just going to jump on the quads, put our rain jackets on, and go.
Well, at some point, we want to see a picture of you guys at Smokey's Cantina. They're having a cold one in our honor.
Oh, you're killing me, Rick.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, rib night is tomorrow night, so we're definitely jumping on rib night.
I like it.
Just had to stick it.
Sounds good to me.
All right, Pete.
All right, guys.
Well, thanks for
have
the
a great show and enjoy. But when the weather goes through here, and this looks like the last storm of the season, hopefully for them down here because they didn't get pounded. But as the season goes on here, fishing is very, very good. So
this is the time of year.
If you're coming down here, good for you because it's gonna be great.
Yep. Well said. All right,
Thanks
buddy.
so
Well,
much, Pete.
glad you're having a great trip. We're going to continue to have some fun up here, and enjoy the tournament. And best of wishes to all our fishermen on the next final day there.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck. We're all counting
All
on
right.
you.
Take care.
All right.
Thanks, Pete.
That report was brought to us by Gamakatsu. And if you like to fish for tuna and you're not using Gamakatsu hooks, you're missing the bites. I know it's funny, Jason. I'm reading it all, but I get it done, and I don't know how, but it does work.
I love it.
Their 720 heavy-duty assist hook is the one for your nighttime jigging for bait fishing. The Nautilus beats nothing beats a Nautilus circle hook, and they come in sizes as small as a number 4 and all the way up to a 6/0. And for the big fish, a Nautilus HD is tough enough, but not oversized. See your local dealer or check gamakatsu.com, and that's good times right there. And so many texts coming through, Rick, and I wanted to read this one.
Perfect.
And it's really cool. So many people listen to this show, and this one comes from Assistant Chief Eric Cord.
Oh, Eric.
How about that?
Hey.
And Eric says, I wanted to give a shout out to Jamie Diamond. She's been a vocal supporter of our fish and wildlife officers and of our water enforcement. And we appreciate when she spreads the message of collaboration and of working together. She demonstrates that we're all on the same side and working together is the best way forward to manage fisheries. How about that?
Thank you so much,
That's
Eric.
awesome.
Wow.
What a great call.
Thank you, Eric Cord.
That was awesome.
You know, I just want to point out how important it is to, whether it's your own boat or you work on the party boats, or you're getting off from fishing, like I said, on your own boat, but having a relationship with your local wildlife officers is so important. At least like on a personal level, understanding that you're both people. They're people, they're doing their job and they're doing the best they can at it. And how important it is to, how you approach them is going to dictate how that encounter goes.
How you approach them
How
is
you approach
also how
them is also how they approach
totally.
you.
I'm
It
gonna
goes
be
both
honest.
ways. It goes
Things
both
have
ways.
changed.
Let's hear the honesty.
Things have changed. No, things have changed over the years too. I mean, they have lightened up quite a bit and become different. And we also
relationally,
and we also have come around to where they do have a job to do.
Yeah.
And these guys are like, they're not. I mean, let's face it. A while ago, those guys would jump on the boat like, wow,
and
you
not
guys
friendly,
are unreal,
and not friendly,
not friendly. But now it's a whole different ballgame, man. It's cool. They got to do their job, and they're really pleasant and really fun and cool about it. And they explain to everybody, hey, I'm just gonna check your bags and do a little bit of this, and we're out of here.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
You're just saying, be more Jamie, be less Jason.
I mean,
I'm kidding.
Those guys. I'm telling you right now, those guys are totally cool these days.
That's awesome.
Really cool these days. Yeah.
I'd say across the fleet, for the most part, I don't like to use generalizations too often, but the relationship, especially that Ken Frankie has really helped create communication back and forth from enforcement to the fleet. I got a call literally. So I was doing a workshop this week, helping teach fishermen how to participate in the federal fishery management process, how to advocate for themselves, how it works. And one of the things we talked about was relationally having that relationship. And while I was there, I got a call from one of our local officers, and they said, hey, I know the Stardust is going to be doing a couple research trips this week, but the dates are this and this. And we got a report of a boat doing similar activity on Sunday, which wasn't one of the dates on the permit. Was that you guys? And I'm like, no, man, we go check our pictures. You'll see exactly where we were fishing. We weren't doing that. And we definitely didn't have nets in the water. And he goes, okay, thanks. He goes, if you hear anything, let me know.
That's great.
And that's the kind of the relationship that Ken has helped, that Eric Cord has helped, working together, communicating. We're getting more of that instead of assuming everybody's coming from the worst place.
Yeah.
Because at the end, we all have the same goal, right? What can you say other than that?
Yeah.
We want good fishing.
Right.
I like good fishing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what we're
That's
after.
right.
Well, as you can hear, we got a great show going, Cory, and lots of great opportunity here coming up as we continue to go, and all available via the text.
And we're giving away a trip of your choice. You can go on a 3/4 day or a half day, whatever you choose.
Stardust or Coral Sea.
Yep.
You'll get the info and you can book it yourself. And yeah.
How about that? And
right
we're gonna,
online, right from your cell phone.
We're going to be right back. More of Jason. And thankfully, we have Jamie in studio. When we return,
reel him back in.
Right, exactly. I love it. Hey, I say that from my heart in a good way. When we return on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, and Facebook Live.
Take a closer look at the Ford Bronco and Bronco Sport. You'll see adventure, discovery, and even a little mud. These 4x4s provide the muscle, tech, and durability to go anywhere. Get your ideal combination of power and capability to handle whatever comes your way with the GOAT modes. That's goes over any terrain. It's time to see Ford in a new light. New inventory has arrived. Visit your San Diego County Ford dealer to take a test drive today. They'll be glad to hook you up.
The fish are biting and it's time to go. Hi, this is Ben, and you will see me at my dad's shop, Dana Landing in Mission Bay, or maybe in front of the shop on my kayak. It doesn't matter if you are out there on a kayak with me, on your boat, headed out on a sport boat. Dana Landing has everything you need. We call it the one-stop shop for a great day on the water because it truly is. Food, bait, tackle, beverages, and more. Our tackle shop, headed by John, is certainly one of the best. For freshwater tackle, nothing beats East County Bait and Tackle. These guys have the best rods and reels and the hottest lures and live bait. Our newest shop is Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle with a great stock of both fresh and saltwater tackle right in the heart of Lemon Grove. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview and Lakeside. Lemon Grove Bait and Tackle, 94 to Broadway in Lemon Grove, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Lawn Tramp in Mission Bay. Check out danalanding.com for more details.
All right, it's time to talk about great gear from Shimano. And boy, talking about this shallow water rock cod fishing at Santa Barbara Landing has me so fired up.
Yes.
Cory, it's your world. A lead head and a swim bait and fantastic shallow water fishing. What's the rig of choice?
You know, if you're talking 60 foot or less, for sure, maybe even a 200 tranks, but 300 I think would cover anything that Jason's going to do. 300?
300's awesome.
Yeah, 300 tranks, 30 pound, no more than 50 pound Power Pro.
I love this.
Yeah, right up my alley, man.
You're a 50 pound Power Pro guy.
Okay. God, that's just what a great all around line to put on all your bass gear. Right?
And tranks, man.
Really?
The cranking power and just a level wind, making it easy.
They're badass, aren't they? Yeah.
Smooth and easy, and like you say, you still have enough reel in your hand when you do hook one of those big ling cod or you do hook a big halibut. It's the one for it, no doubt about it. Check out your local Shimano dealer. For more information, you can check out Shimano.com.
Hey anglers, AFCO Pro Captain Ben Florentino of Coastal Charters here. As a full-time guide, I'm on the water all year long. It's my livelihood. Having the right clothing is of the utmost importance to staying warm, dry, cool, and comfortable to endure whatever the Pacific wants to throw at me. Thankfully, I'm equipped with AFCO clothing to keep me dialed season after season. Do yourself a favor and check out AFCO's award-winning gear at a dealer near you, or learn more at AFCO.com.
Looking for the ultimate Alaska fishing experience and the best value in Alaska? Look no further than Kingfisher Charters in Sitka, Alaska. A trip to Kingfisher includes everything you need to make your experience legendary. The finest fishing fleet in Sitka with the best captains, deluxe accommodations, gourmet food, world-class fish processing, and the best part, it's all included for one amazing price. Kingfisher is Let's Talk Hookup's most popular destination. Hundreds of listeners have experienced Kingfisher Charters, and most go back again and again. You have probably heard a lot of big promises from other Alaska lodges, only to find there were lots of hidden charges. Not Kingfisher. Everything is included. 10-hour fishing days, your license, fish processing, super deluxe accommodations, amazing food, airport transfers, and fishing gear. All you bring is your layer clothing, and Kingfisher covers the rest. Kingfisher Charters, your Alaska fishing destination. 800-727-6136 or check kingfishercharters.com.
A top fleet and superb fishing is what Seaforth Sport Fishing in Mission Bay is all about. With free parking and fully stocked tackle shop, it's no wonder Seaforth Sport Fishing is a favorite among anglers. Come aboard top boats like the Aztec, Cortez, Endeavor, Apollo, Outer Limit, El Gato Dos, Pride, Tribute Pacifica, Pacific Voyager, and the Voyager. Plus, the new Seaforth, Sea-Watch, and San Diego offer the finest half and full day trips available. Seaforth Sport Fishing. For charters or regular open party schedule, check seaforthlanding.com. Run by fishermen for fishermen in Mission Bay.
All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. Now we're talking old times while we're at commercial and talking when Jason worked on the Dolphin. Ken Frankie was a captain.
He was a Sunday skipper.
Oh my gosh!
I used to look forward to that because he would go somewhere cool, and we'd knock the crap out of something fun that day.
Right.
I was always so excited about that. Yeah.
But just having you guys in studio has been so much fun. And by the way, welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. And I kind of forget where we're at sometimes. But giving away a trip out of I wanted to call Sea. I almost said
Santa
Sea
Barbara
Landing.
Landing.
Who cares?
It's okay.
Just say it.
Come fishing with us.
Everybody knows what you're talking about.
If you want to go fishing with Rafa on the Coral Sea, or if you want to go with Sal on the Stardust, it's your choice. How about that?
Cool, you guys.
Come on, like a caller or texter.
Yeah, well, we're having a great time here. Lots of fun. And again, if you want to join us in the second hour, only available through the Let's Talk Hookup app. There's a ton of great text scanning by, and we're going to look forward to doing that. And hey, we talked a little East Cape earlier. We're going to head right back down. We got Chris Moyers from the Smokehouse is on the line this morning, and we're certainly stoked to have you with our Smokies Curing Company and Canteen. A little Baja report. Good morning, Chris.
Rick, Cory, gentlemen, ladies, buenos dias. How's everybody doing today?
Buenos dias, buddy.
Yeah,
Good morning.
Thinking about that rib night, man. We're doing good.
Right?
Oh, yeah. Well, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to postpone it just till tomorrow, but we're going to get it done because we got another little storm coming in, and I think it's going to get pretty rainy here later today. So I think we'll just do it tomorrow. But yeah, it's been a pretty frustrating week down here. We've lost quite a few days of fishing due to storms. And, we had Hurricane Priscilla come through. It actually didn't do hardly any damage. But, when you got the storms, they still closed the ports and everything. But, the cantina gets rocking when people aren't able to go fishing. But when we were able to go fishing, it's going off. I mean, it's all about the tuna bite, guys. And it's they're close in off Lanero, La Ribera. They're, 15 to 40 miles out everywhere else. And the tuna fishing's great. So, for instance, Vaquero went out yesterday and got 16 tuna, and I think they got a Dorado and a Marlin. But anyway, the fishing's great as long as we can get out. But we got another little tropical storm coming through today. So, unfortunately, the tournament's going to lose a day of fishing today. But I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get out tomorrow, and hopefully we'll have some better news to report. But again, when the boats can get out, there's plenty of sailfish, blue marlin, roosterfish, and really limits on tuna for all the boats that want it. So, a little bit frustrating to lose the days of fishing, but hey, that's the way it goes. It's Vita, as they say down here.
That's it. The weather comes with it. It's the thing that makes it so prolific down there, and it's the thing that provides, warm water up this way, and it's part of the allure of Southern Baja. Well, I'm glad to hear you guys are going to still having a great time, making the best of it. Stay dry, don't get too soggy, and we're going to be really looking forward to Pete's report on rib night tomorrow and seeing how things going. Chris, if somebody wants to take advantage of everything that you guys down do there, the East Cape Smokehouse, come and have a fantastic meal at Smokies, how do we find you?
Yeah, sure. Give me a call at 858-231-1358. You can email me anytime at BajaSmokeDog with 2 G's at Gmail, or you can get a hold of me at VaqueroSportFishing.com. So we've got the fish processing, we've got the grill and cantina, and we've got the sport fishing. So get a hold of me for any of your needs, and we'll take care of it.
You're the best, buddy. Appreciate it very much, Chris. Thanks for that. And hey, try to do your best to corral Pedro down there. I don't know how you're going to be able to pull that off with no outlet of fishing today. You're going to have your hands full, but best of luck.
I think so. I think you're right. Well, hey, I'll do my best. I think I'm the man for the job.
All right, buddy. Appreciate it very much. We'll look forward to another great report next week, Chris.
Take care.
Thanks a lot for that. Hey, want to remind you, a great opportunity to go fishing next week. We have a Let's Talk Hookup Gamakatsu sponsor trip on board the Liberty. It's a really limited load trip, a fantastic opportunity sponsored by a bunch of our great partners. There's going to be Gamakatsu hooks given away, Shimano swag, AFTCO, Costa, all kinds of great opportunities to win some fun prizes. The trip's limited to just 24 people, and it's going to be, and there's a light load right now.
There's
some
open
great fishing.
space.
Yeah, there's open spaces. It's going to be an awesome opportunity. It leaves Sunday the 19th. Next week, comes home on Tuesday the 21st. If you want more information, check fishermanslanding.com on that Gamakatsu sponsored Liberty trip, limited load. Great opportunity to go fishing.
And I've been looking ahead at the wind and the weather, and I'm just kind of a geek about it sometimes. And that's going to be it looked like a nice stretch of weather in there.
Yeah, and I mean, knock on wood, the fishing has kind of remained good through it. There was, just like everybody's talked about, there was some weather on the grounds that permitted guys from fishing where they would be. But I mean, great fishing right up to it, and there's just no reason that this could very easily, especially two little tropical systems in a row down our way, this could easily be another shot in the arm that really extends this thing. Yep. Maybe that yellowfin tuna continues to push up the line. There's been really good yellowtail and yellowfin tuna fishing for the guys on the upper end of the ridge, in those more multi-day, 5 and 6 day trips. This could easily be the push that gets that fish up into our more local zone and, gives us a shot in the arm to get another couple of months of great fishing out of the season. So anxious to see what happens as the wind backs off and that great warm weather and good fall continues.
And so the Liberty, you said it's the 19th?
Yeah, two-day trip on board the 19th. And again, lots of spots open and gonna be a great one. Well, there is a ton of texts. Everybody's excited to continue to talk to you guys. I wanted to read this one from Tommy. It says, good morning, guys. Myself and a few buddies went fishing on Wednesday. We had such a great time on board the Coral Sea. It was my third trip this season. The hamburgers are second to none, and the burritos are the best in the fleet. We caught 40 lingcod, and it was amazing to see some of the big fish that were also caught in deep water, the release, cowcods, yellow eyes, etc. Guys did a great job sending fish down on descenders. Can't wait to go again. Had an electric reel, which made it really fun. Great trip, and thanks for the opportunity.
Dude, 40 lingcod?
How's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a tough trip, man.
really struggled through it.
Yeah, better luck next. We'll do better next time. Yeah.
With better burgers.
The electric reel thing's kind of cool too.
It totally is.
I mean, it's not like you have to wear a battery pack that weighs 30 pounds. And and then when you move, the little leads come off your reel. You just screw a battery up in your reel. Now it's good to go.
Isn't that crazy?
They really come,
they've come around pretty good. They're definitely more user friendly. Except the ones that kind of hang off the bottom. If you actually
a little more bulbous.
If you lose your balance, it breaks the battery off.
No,
you can't get the thing out of the reel. It takes a while to get the.
That's not a good
out.
situation.
No, it's okay. I'm sure they're fixing that.
It's fun seeing the technology that's starting to come out with it now too. Yep. Like with small battery packs that can attach to the hypalon, and now
it lasts a long time too.
There's guys starting to manufacture like butt sections of the rod that internally house the battery. It's pretty cool.
I've seen all kinds of neat stuff lately.
There's some fun stuff coming with that.
It's definitely way better than the giant battery. I mean,
I remember seeing guys bring car batteries almost on the boat and set them right there, and it's like, well, you're not moving. Like,
here's my spot.
It was a little ridiculous. Yeah, but now it's like I'd probably fish one of those, maybe, but probably not. But I would.
How cool seeing some of that stuff too that does come out of deep water that we don't normally fish all the time. Getting to see cows and getting to see yellow eyes.
Right.
Like you say, it's
there are areas where we can catch just thousands. I could fill the boat to the top of the bulwarks with that stuff on some areas.
That's really cool.
But I don't.
Sure.
There's no need to go there. There's just no need to go. Research trips, I'll go out there and give them a little
sampling.
Just a little, you can get their feet wet a little bit on those.
So, Jason, like this trip described with 40 lingcod, how far of a run is that from?
That was about a 2 hour and 45 minute run from our harbor.
Okay. And is that the extreme, like the extent of your?
No. We'll fish the west end of Santa Rosa and sometimes the east end of San Miguel and stuff like too on a 3/4 day.
On a 3/4 day.
See, the fishing's good. Sometimes it's not the amount of fishing time, it's the quality of fishing time we can give you too. Like we got to go far. Well, we're going to knock the snot out of those things.
Right.
And then we can go back in because that's our day. We limit it out. We're done.
Of quality.
We hit it hard.
And you've mentioned overnight trips and 2 days. So how does do you have open party or is that all charter?
No, it's all private charters.
Oh,
we do private charters because our let's face it. I mean, our open party business is pretty steady. We don't need to do any open party
But there's-
overnights. We'll catch all that sea bass you
Yeah.
see. Most of it's all 3/4 day fishing.
That's crazy.
All that link, it's all 3/4 day fishing.
Show up, buy your ticket, jump on the 3/4
Yeah.
day, go catch,
Right.
go catch a sea bass,
Yeah.
go catch halibut.
But there's a lot of nuts out there, like ourselves, myself. I love shallow water.
course.
Even, I mean,
I like
out to,
almonds.
but even
Oh, wait, what?
Right,
kidding,
exactly.
yeah.
But getting nutty about it, how do you, as a charter group, let's just say you're a fishing club listening, and
Right.
you want to get a group
Okay.
together next
Right.
year.
Yeah.
Are there spots, or how do we?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
you-
you
how do we
call
go
me.
about doing it?
You would
How about
call.
this? You
Yeah.
call me.
Call
Okay.
Jamie.
On our website, stardustsportfishing.com.
Yes.
We have a page that has our charter info rates. I do need to update it with our 2026 rates, but it's not going to be too much different from this year.
Just a small adjustment.
Just
but,
a little
Not much,
adjustment.
mainly for the fuel thing.
but you can get the
but-
gist of
but you
your
can get
program.
the info, the ideas, and then my number is on there to call. I'm who you call, or if you email, you're emailing with me. If you info@stardustsportfishing.com. Open party reservations, go to the landing, Santa Barbara landing. But for private charter, you shoot me an email. I'll shoot you a charter packet with next year's rates, and it's pretty simple. You know,
It's
you
really
give me a
simple.
couple ideas
Yeah.
of dates. I tell you what's available. You say book it. It's a 50% deposit, and
You're
You're done.
Off to the races.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're in. Yeah.
What's the ideal charter group size? Whether you're fishing on
Well,
the
the Coral
Sea, or you're fishing
Sea,
on the Stardust. What do you?
if you do an overnight at Coral Sea, you can only take 17 people.
Mhm.
That's all.
We
the
have
bunks
17
got.
individual bunks.
Individual bunks for people. Yeah.
And is that the right size load? Is
Yep,
it
that's
better
great.
with
The
10?
Coral
Is
Sea-
17 the
well,
right amount? You know what I'm
oh
saying?
no,
Like you've
the
seen all
boats.
like
The boat's really good size.
Yeah.
Like our normal open party trips are
25.
yeah,
Got
we
it.
take 25 people.
the boat
Yeah.
fishes a whole lot more. There's just room for 17 people,
There's
so that's what you
17
take when
people
you're going
to sleep,
overnight.
Yeah, so we'll do an overnight or 2-day trip with that.
We're not going to make you double up.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
But if you want to bring your wife or girlfriend, you can double up. Well, you can take more then. Just, I mean, I'm not sleeping next to some dude. You know, I'm not doing it. You know, and that may be good for
judgment.
some people, just not for me.
Yeah.
No, but so we limit the overnights and multi-days to 17. That's a really great number.
Oh.
Lots of room on the Coral Sea.
That's all I meant. You've seen it all. You know what
Yeah.
the right.
It's
the
so
right
weird
group
to be on
size
the
is.
Coral Sea with 17 people. It's like, where is everybody?
I'll
And-
bet.
No, it's awesome.
And honestly, you mentioned Coral Sea, and all I can think of is Rafa. Rafa is the most mellow,
He's the coolest,
level-headed,
dude ever.
but
He's so cool.
gets the job done. Like
Yeah.
he's a fishy,
Oh, he
fishy.
hits it hard, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's next level.
And he's growing up with you and the
Yep.
landing.
He's
And
been with us forever. You know, I mean, I remember when he was a little kid ditching school. You know, we'd prefer if he ditched school to come out with us rather than be out with his
Jason,
little
we can't
buddies.
mention our childhood. Come on.
No, man, he's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of him.
That's good.
And then on the Stardust, so that boat could take a little over 40, but we limit that to 34.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's lots of, it's a
they're-
little bigger boat.
And people
too.
ask, which one's better, this or that. They're just two very different boats. They are different platforms entirely. You cannot compare the two.
Well, Stardust has seating everywhere. We can
Yeah.
see like 60 people. If we, I mean, it's
We
got
have
seating
lots
all
of
over.
seating
Coral Sea on the
outside.
bunk room.
What's the length on the Stardust?
64
65.
feet.
Okay.
64.
Yeah,
we call it
big boat.
64
Yeah.
plus a
That's
few
awesome.
inches.
And that's your half day boat.
No, it's our 3/4 day.
3/4
boat.
day.
They
Both
both-
our boats do 3/4 day and leave at 7 and get back at the
The
same
Stardust does do a half day trip on
time.
Wednesdays.
On Wednesday.
9
We
to
do,
3.
we do the Wednesday half day because people just, there's people that love to go half day
Yeah.
fishing.
Yeah.
But we mainly 3/4 day fish every single day.
Sounds like
I love
so
it,
much
man.
fun.
I'm ready
Rick.
to go. That's awesome. Hey, and another fun text says, "Good morning, guys. What a great show. I'm loving hearing about this fishery. It's something I've never done. You will 100% see me up there this year. My question is about time of year. Do you guys go year round? Do you take a break during the winter? Is it only a summertime thing? Thanks for everything you guys do. Can't wait to come fishing." That's from John.
We do take a break in January and February and March.
A little bit in March.
A little bit in
Boat
March.
work
So
and-
rockfish season is for right now
It
is
ends-
April 1 to
yeah.
December 31, and
Yep.
we are full speed that whole time.
Mhm.
January, February, we haul one of the two boats out every year.
We do full blown maintenance as soon as
Full blown
as soon as
preventative
January rolls around.
maintenance
We
to
hit it
reduce
hard.
that
Yeah.
mid-season breakdown type stuff. It
Yeah.
happens. There's nothing you can do about it, but we do as much preventative maintenance as we can in January, February.
We
March,
just repowder our boats and everything. Oh my
Where
goodness,
do you go to
another
haul
boat
out? Oxnard?
Ventura
We go to
Boatyard.
Ventura Boatyard.
Okay.
That's our favorite. Well, because they can take big boats. Yeah.
Awesome.
And they're awesome.
And then March, we'll throw on some half day trips on the weekends, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We do a lot of research trips during that time of year. We also do floating marine labs
We
with
do marine
kids,
labs.
similar to what happens down here
Do the
with the
otter trawl
schools.
thing and the
So there's a handful of boats down here that do that in the winter time. In the off season, we do that too. It's a really great program to be able to offer to the community, and that's what we do. But yeah, April 1st, we are full speed ahead
That's
through
awesome.
December 31st.
Incredible.
And when was that crazy sea bass, halibut? What was the window that happened this year?
That started right away.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, almost I want to say like mid-April, like second, third week of April.
As soon as you guys got rolling, it was ready for you.
It took us by surprise a little bit.
cool.
We were
Yeah.
not prepared for it to happen when it did. I mean, we were always.
Maybe you
we're
weren't.
Always prepared.
We're always prepared. We weren't anticipating.
Yeah, right.
How about that? We're always prepared.
I like it.
Maybe you weren't prepared. I was.
But
lifetime of preparedness.
Yeah, yeah,
How
true.
fun, you guys. That's cool.
There are so many crazy texts coming
Let's keep
through.
it rolling. Let's go.
Like it is, and they're so complimentive, and every one of them is so kind. And I want to read this one. It comes from Ed in Bakersfield, and Ed says, "Just wanted to say the Coral Sea has the best captain and the deckhands to fish the Channel Islands. I've been out twice this year, and I'm hooked. And if you want white sea bass and lean cod, that's always delivering." And that's again
Cool.
from Ed.
Thank
right?
you.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
Ed.
Ed.
I know.
You're awesome.
Super
We
cool.
appreciate that.
Rick, there's a crazy amount of
Yeah,
that.
this one as well says,
Who doesn't
"Man,
like compliments, right?
I just want to say how much I love Santa Barbara Landing. When fishermen go up there, it's so cool, the different opportunities that happen, whether you're fishing close to the islands, close to the coast. And I want to mirror what Jamie said. If you are up there, they have a plan for no matter what the weather happens to throw at you, flat, calm, or breezy days. Thanks for everything you guys do. Can you give me a list of where your absolute favorite spots to fish are if the weather is not a factor?"
Oh, definitely it's Channel Islands.
But like
I mean,
where?
That is
Which
like the
island? Which part of the
Santa
island?
Rosa is my favorite.
They prefer
island.
Latin long.
That's
please.
my
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's-
exactly where.
No, I'm
what
telling
piece
you,
of hard bottom?
Rosa-
What does the current need to be doing?
Rosa has to be my favorite place.
That's what it's in your heart.
Maybe in the world of fish.
Okay.
It is so diverse. There's so much different varieties of fish there. Like our white sea bass, our halibut, rockfish, you name it, we catch it there.
And on the backside of there, different times of year, you go a little further offshore.
We caught a bluefin tuna not long ago.
Really?
Like 50 feet of
While they
40,
were
50
white sea
feet
bass
of water
fishing.
and a white sea bass and / bonito bite.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Figure that out.
And I know the yellows get up in there too. Like how often do you?
We don't get much yellow on the. We don't get much on the front side, but you get one every now and then.
Yeah.
We got a few this year.
They
the
hit
backside though.
Anacapa, and they really don't want to go much
Any
past
further.
there.
Oh no, that backside, that little footprint back there can
backside,
hold them sometimes.
Really? Okay.
Whether they bite or not is a different story, but you can see them a lot. You can go. I sure would like to catch those, but not biting right.
And I
now,
keep
that type of
mentioning
deal,
squid because I know squid is like a big part of
Squid's
the Channel
huge.
Islands.
Squid's huge. Yeah.
Is that like when there's a higher population of squid? Is that when the yellows or?
I'm
is
going to
that-
say the white sea bass may bite in higher squid years.
Okay.
Might bite a little better.
So we can say
Yeah.
it's been higher squid years
It was
because
a
it's
good-
an
Oh, it
incredible.
definitely
This
has.
was a good squid year.
It's a
for
good
sure.
squid year.
Good
Yeah.
squid year. Yeah, for
Incredible.
sure. I'm going to say that probably had a contributing factor to all of that.
Right.
You had mentioned that you and your son were doing lobster fishing. How's the start of the season been? How
Oh, we
things
are
going?
absolutely catching a ton of them.
Great.
The price is
Awesome.
a little low.
Yeah.
What isn't messed up sometimes in fishing? There's always a little wrench somewhere in something, and we just get through it, But fishing's good this year.
Great.
This is a really good lobster. I imagine everybody's doing really good. All the hoop netters, everybody. I imagine it's real good.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's been an above average year, certainly
Yeah.
down here this way. Same
It was
thing,
better than last season.
both for
Yeah.
recreational and commercial. Just sounds like it's just another healthy fishery. Things are in a good cycle and a good swing, and we're just in a really good spot right now.
Everything's been a really good spot for a very long
Yeah,
time.
I like
and
it.
it just keeps getting better and better all the time.
You're right about that. I
I'm
mean,
not lying.
because
This is the good old days,
but-
man.
And you
This
say
is
that
it.
you say that with passion because
it is.
Jason and I grew up on these boats in the 80s.
Yeah.
Right here overlooking the landings and out of the world headquarters.
And that was really good fishing too.
And if you caught a bluefin, it was at the islands,
You're right. That's kind of a
12 to 15 pounder.
Right.
Like that was
remember that you would use your light little 15 pound and a number
small
6
hook and a live squid
and an anchovy
or
or
squid.
squid. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would go on those 3/4 day trips so I could catch one of those little
And
sons of
and,
bitches. Yeah.
and on top of that, there was no white sea bass. Like a white sea bass was
Well,
truly
you catch some short ones in the kelp when you fish for calicos
On occasion.
but not a keeper. Usually.
not like today.
If you
So-
did get a keeper, it was massive, right?
Not weeks at a
No.
time on every trip at a Santa
Yeah.
Barbara land.
But that's why Jason with passion
yeah.
is trying to convey that these truly are the good old days.
No
The
doubt about
bluefin,
it,
the halibut,
Yeah.
Just
white
look
sea bass.
around. The calico fishing sometimes. I mean, all the fishing, the bonito fishing, all the I mean, it's good,
But also
man.
think
It's been
of
good
all-
for a long time.
It
Think
has
of all
been.
the ancillary things aside from like you're seeing more dolphins, you're seeing more whales, you're seeing more seabirds. You're like
It's
the
all
ocean
connected to
is
the anchovy.
alive.
Yeah.
It really is.
And it is fired up
And
out
if
there.
you don't think so, you should probably get out here and actually check this out before
I
you
know
listen
it.
to them, whoever
Ex-
them are. Them do
Seriously.
not jive with me too good. They
That's
and
why
them,
I'm so glad
okay?
that there's a Jamie out there because I'm with you. I can't like
no,
when,
they
when-
and them really piss me off sometimes. Yeah.
Well, check this out. We're going to be right back. We're going to find out who's won a
All
trip
right.
out
Okay,
of
here
Santa
we
Barbara
go.
Landing. And we're going to be right back on the Let's Talk Hookup app, YouTube, and Facebook Live.
Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels with the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities. Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWormerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest.
Anyone that's been to the East Cape knows Smokey's Curing Company Cantina, the best food and drink in Los Barillas, and a fun place to hang out and watch your favorite sporting event. If you're lucky, you probably had Smokey's process your fish to take home. Their quality and service is top notch. You'll see me at Smokey's Cantina hanging out with the owner Chris and my buddies when fishing in the East Cape. And we always send our fish to be processed at Smokey's too. Now Chris has added one of the finest boats in the East Cape available for you to charter for a day or more of fishing. Vaquera. It's an immaculate 35 Cabo with a Seakeeper and Captain Diego Romero, one of Baja's best. If you're looking for a great charter boat when fishing at Palmas, Playa, or other resorts, Vaquera, booked at BajaSmokies.com, should be your choice. So when you're headed to the East Cape, be sure to stop by Smokey's Curing Company Cantina. Send your fish to be processed there and fish aboard the 35 Cabo Vaquera. Check BajaSmokies.com for more details.
Saturday, November 1st, it's Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego, and it's our largest sale ever. Plenty of seminars by saltwater experts and over 20 reps from tackle manufacturers like Accurate, Aftco, CalStar, Gamakatsu, and Costa. Don't miss all the great seminars, the huge raffle to benefit Rollo's kids, the popular casting contest, and of course, the huge sale. For the best ever tackle bargains, check out Tackle Day at Fisherman's Landing, Saturday, November 1st.
3 kayaks, 6 surfboards, 10 rods, and 1 truck bound for Baja. That's where my brother and I's most recent quest into the Baja Peninsula began, in search of waves, fish, and fun. We are able to transport all the kayaks, rods, and boards without straps due to the easy transportation of the Hobie iTrack inflatable kayaks. We brought a tandem and 2 singles, the I-9 and 11, and they were totally enough to get all 6 of the boys onto some of the best halibut and grouper fishing of their lives. Now, you might be thinking, 3 kayaks? I thought a tandem and 2 singles would only be able to fit 4 people. Well, a simple lawn chair on the back of the kayak was enough to turn the 2 single kayaks into tandems. Catching upwards of 100 fish a day in the mangroves, ranging from 15-pound grouper to tons of legal halibut, we had our fill and headed back to the States. Check out the full video of this trip on our YouTube channel, Fastlane SC, or come by our shop in Mission Bay and check out a Hobie inflatable kayak. See you soon.
Hey, welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup. We're going to have Jamie flip the coin. Go for it, Jamie.
Yeah,
All right,
find
do we
out
just
who's going
plop
fishing
it on
with
the
it.
table,
Yeah,
or do I have the pressure
right
of
on
having
the
to catch it?
table.
Okay.
Yeah.
You let her flop.
Call
Okay.
her, text her. That's all right. Is it a C or a T?
Who do we got?
It's a T.
All right.
T. That is texter for Tommy.
Hey,
Fillmore.
right on. Congratulations, Tommy.
Tommy and Fillmore.
You're going fishing, Santa
Nice.
Barbara Landing. You two, this was so
High
much
five.
fun. I don't know that we've had a pair of people that have passion for fishing like you two in a long time. And it's the thing that makes me happier than anything in the world. And this was so,
That's so cool.
talking about this place and what you do. And Jamie, all the things you do for us as fishermen, keeping us on the water, your participation in SAC, in the PFMC, everything, the landing, the boats. This was so cool, and we would love to have you guys come back more often. This was really, really
We
cool.
are so down to come back.
I just
Yeah,
I
for
got to
sure.
take a second and thank Jason right here, because without him, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. He is so supportive and knows that how important it is. He makes sure the boats are running, that the kids are taken care of. You know, when I have to go for a week at a time during our anniversary,
Right.
you know,
This is your anniversary week in which you were doing workshops and doing Let's Talk Hookup.
So
You guys are awesome.
I just
Yep.
you know,
Then
without
after
him
this,
and
we're gonna hit it hard. Yeah.
There it is.
I mean, doing things and having fun. What were you thinking? What were you thinking?
Well, if somebody
how
wants,
dare you?
if somebody wants to go fishing and get in this great fishing that you guys have all the time, which I'm one of these people. How do we come? How do we find you? How do we book a charter? How do we do it?
You can get online and look at and
Let's
find
have
Stardust
Jamie
Sportfishing.
tell
Okay,
us.
you
okay,
do it.
StardustSportfishing.com. StardustSportfishing.com. Call Santa Barbara Landing 805-963-3564. That's 963-3564. Area code 805. Santa Barbara Landing. StardustSportfishing.com. You could book online. Go to the website. It has all the charter info, our email address, all the phone numbers there. If you remember nothing else, StardustSportfishing.com. We're on social media, Instagram, Facebook, all that.
Jamie, Jason, two wonderful people in this world.
Awesome, you guys.
We've got to
Thanks,
say
guys.
hello.
Yeah, I got to say good morning to Wyatt. He's been watching all morning. My boy stayed with Grandma last night
Cool.
and had a little sleepover. So, hey,
Wyatt,
buddy, good morning.
Right there.
I think we got maybe Matthew, Max, and Molly, our kiddos, or I think they're listening in too. So thanks, guys.
You guys, this was
We love
awesome.
you.
Thank you so much. I'm in. I'm coming. I'm coming
Let's get
with
this set
Cory,
up.
and let's make this happen. I really appreciate it. Great job, and man, keep us updated. We'd love to hear some reports as things are going. If you guys have some fun fishing, please call. We'd love to hear an update from Santa Barbara Landing, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys as the season rolls on.
Nice.
Thanks,
very
everybody.
much, you guys.
This was
Thank
awesome.
you so much.
We
This
really
was so fun.
really appreciate you, and really appreciate you listening out there. Another great show coming for you tomorrow. You're stuck with just Cory and I. We're going to be hanging out, talking fishing. The show is for you. No agenda, your phone calls, your questions. We're going to have a great time talking fishing, talking reports, and talking a lot with you. Going to be a great time. We'll look forward to hearing from Pete again tomorrow down in the East Cape. Hey, great time. We'll look forward to having you tomorrow morning, 7 to 9 a.m. right back here on Let's Talk Hookup, Southern California Sport Fishing Voice. We'll be on the Let's Talk Hookup app, Facebook and YouTube Live, and 97.3 The Fan.